Things to be aware of organizing eRacing Championship without race room. First, no automated leaderboard would always be labor-intensive. Elimination round would be the only way to filter the winners. Having the participants adhering to the schedule would be a huge test. We need to know the task will get bigger when participants increases. Time-consuming. Organizing eRacing Championship without race room, it's all need run manually to take down the participants and eliminate them from first round group to final round group. Because it is manual human labor, there bound to be human error. Manual human labor would have a price tag for the man-hours involved. New participants would never have chance. The eRacing clubs in the world will send their best racers to participate the race. But that means your championship exposure is just limited to the eRacing clubs. Why choose race room? Our 3E official championship have fully automated leaderboard. Participants can log in anytime to leave the fastest lap time within the qualifying period. Each of the racers already have their ranks with race room. Next, save time. You can have unlimited amounts of participants in a super short time to qualifying them to final race. Race room can cover unlimited amount of participants. We have a full automated esports ecosystem from qualifying leaderboard to broadcast AI. Besides, race room's free contents lets everyone can participate to the race.
That was Mozart.
Well, after a week's break in, where was I again last week? Desaru? I'm back. Okay, I'm back. Hi, round 3. Sorry, not round 3, round 4, Global Edition Season 10. This is the season finale. And El Finale, how do you say El Finale in Portuguese?
Don't know.
I don't know. You don't know.
I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
know. Well, why El Finale is because we are in Interlagos, a famed, most adored, most loved season-ending track for everyone to come race. Not only to race, but for us spectators to see some real bagging action. Going to the final round of this championship. My name is Mohamed Afiq. Alongside me is Zikri Hakimi. And how are you feeling, Zikri?
I'm feeling good. I can't wait to get it going because, Interlagos is probably one of my favorite tracks in the F1 calendar. And seeing these cars going through, copper, bronze, silver, gold, I can't wait.
We got a lot of action point coming here in Interlagos, but first up, we need to go ahead on the track map of Interlagos. A 4.309 kilometer track running in an anti-clockwise direction, meaning that it has more left-hander corners than there is right-hander. As you can see, 15 corners. Most of them are left-handers. Overtaking opportunities. Now, Zikri, as a racer, as Season 8 champion, and you clinched the championship on the last round of the championship. So, where do you think is the best way for these racers here tonight to overtake them?
Well, it's quite possible. I think towards turn 1, that's the best one. Oh, okay. At turn 1 is the best position. But after turn 3, heading towards the turn 4 also, if you get a really good exit after turn 2, that is a clear opportunity before the long second sector, which is going to be. Yeah, it's just one straight line, one single fine line through sector 2.
One single fine line going into turn 1. For me,
Third one.
turn 1, turn 4, turn, what was it, 5, 6, 7, turn 8, turn 11. Yeah, that's about it really. And I'll pay these races 20 ringgit if there is that Glock moment here late tonight.
Oh no.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So meanwhile, back to the copper standings for copper. Now, this is before drop points. So leading the way before drop points has been counted, Chris Chong leads the way with 78 points. Amirul Afiq Aizat, which is triple A, 66 points. Aman Abdullah, 64 points, and Oze Al Qadri with 60 points. Nasr Ashur Nasruddin running up the top 5 with 52 points. But we have the drop points into play for tonight. So remember, these drop point rounds are in effect. So basically, we'll take one round. If you have a bad round 2, for example, we'll take that round off. So basically, you're safe.
Look at that. Look at that top 3 right now. 8 points between the third and first. This is very close title challenge at the moment. So
I won't be surprised. Sorry.
yeah. No, continue.
I mean, 8 points, but
It's still quite close because
8 points. Okay, hold on. 8 points, 12 points, 53 points with Ahmad Abdullah, 52 points. Nasr Ashur Nasruddin
Yeah.
with 50. 13-point gap. Meanwhile, we can say that anything can happen, especially in Interlagos.
Yeah.
Turn 1.
Exactly. It's just one dive bomb away, so basically making this championship wide open. So right now, anything can play because this is copper. It's not exactly bronze, but anything can happen. Really.
Exactly, anything can happen. As we wait for the servers as we wait for the whole server to move into the qualifying session, which is 6 seconds. Okay, but quick shout out to our sponsors first, Excel Sports, for organizing this entire championship, for making eRacing possible. Live apparels, Zikri is wearing them, I'm not wearing them. My shirt is not related to ERGP whatsoever. Royal Selangor for providing these championship winners awesome trophies. Top 3 in the championship gets trophies. Xbox Sunway for providing an awesome facility for us, not only in KL, but we are also open in Johor. And last but not least, Race Room for providing a platform for us to race ERGP on.
Yeah. Race Room has been probably my first sim to race on, and it's been one of my favorites ever since, really, and never looked back on it, really.
Okay, meanwhile, Zikri, why don't you take us a lap on the... let's find someone who has not done a lap. But I think we got to focus on championship leader Amirul Afiq Aizat as he exits to turn.
So right now, he's heading towards turn 4 now, completing the first sector. So at the moment, this is one of the best overtaking slots. He did a 24.820. Now, this is where the lap time can be gained back here. Sector 2, down to 5, up towards to 6. This, in the CR1 car, is a bit of a break down to Ferradura. And now Lara Rina. It's a bit of a.
I'm not gonna ask
it's a
you
very
to name
nice.
these
Yeah.
corners, but we're just gonna call them turn 8, turn,
Turn
9.
9. So as he goes down turn 9, good. This left-hander is one of the hardest ones. Well, it's not too bad of a corner. As it goes through turn 11, is it?
Yeah,
no,
turn
10,
11,
10,
yeah,
10. Turn 10, now down to turn 11. This one in CR1 car, you can take it flat. You can take it flat, but you have to be very precise. Or no, you go out wide and you validate the lap. He did a 1 minute 7.2 as a sector. So now it's all about getting that good exit in turn 12 up to 13, 14, 15. It's all about gaining that lap time. Can he get pole in front of Chris Chong and Tai Wei Chong at the moment? Tai Wei Chong did a 137.9. Chris Chong just 400s behind him. Imran Haikal did much faster than that. Only 6/10 from the championship leader.
Well, 8/10 for the championship leader if you were to count that in though. Not a bad qualifying for AAA. Oh well, Imran Haikal is one of the quicker boys today, ladies and gentlemen. Imran Haikal set a time of 37.665 and is still setting up his restarting his lap. So with a click of a button, you reset it back to where you start your quali lap and floor it all the way down to turn 1.
Yeah, Imran Haikal as well. Last round did get pole and also the race 1 win. So he's gaining that momentum. Even though it's already a bit too late in the season, he's gaining that momentum. You know, we can see now his pace has increased quite a bit since his debut in round 2. So yeah, it's a really impressive stuff right now. He's 2/10 away from Tai Wei Chong and Chris Chong at the moment.
Yeah, 2/10 away from Tai Wei Chong. But look at that, Imran Haikal, even though he debuted in round 2, he has well, almost 18 points difference. 18 points behind Amirul Afiq Aizat. So for Imran Haikal, if he wants to win the championship today, and oh my goodness, almost a 10th up, they're going to third sector 1. Huh. Alright then, Imran Haikal from Singapore, racing for, I'm not even going to spell that out, but he's the world. I think I did my best juice impression. Oh, a little bit swirly there by Imran Haikal. Almost lost the rear, but nevertheless he kept it back on the island. Actually, no, what? A 10th up? Oh no, Tai Wei Chong moves up to pole.
Oh wow, what a lap. 137.5. We've seen someone did a 137.2 in the leaderboards. So yeah, they're 3/10 off. They do have a bit of ballast on them, but it's really impressive. They're getting the leaderboard times in this qualifying laps.
Almost to be almost identical per se.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're still on more Imran Haikal. That means Tai Wei Chong had a much poorer sector 1. That's why from almost 900 up, he's now almost 2/10 up. So he's gonna cross the line, possibly on pole, and it is pole. And even though he had a bad sector 3, but he beat Tai Wei Chong by 700 of a second.
Yeah, right now Imran Haikal's got all to play for right now because he doesn't have enough time to do a lap. Kingston right now P3. He did really well in round 3 in TT Assen. He did climb up from P8 to P5 in race 1. So this is impressive stuff from the Hot Rocket man at the moment. So yeah,
we're one of the only representatives from Hot Rocket Racing team. Hot Rocket being one of our partners per se. Well, yeah, I mean it's impressive to see how Hot Rocket has been doing. What Kingston doesn't know is that this is the race room thing that you forgot, Kingston. Now, welcome to Race Room, Kingston. How race room works is that once the timer goes up in 43 seconds time, that's it. Your lap time and qualifying is done. So, DONE. So for Kingston time, this run is basically redundant. Meanwhile, Nasrul Ashraf moves up to pole.
Huh. Oh wow, what a lap. 137.0.
Beats the leaderboard time also.
Yeah, he made 137.0. Well done to him. So here rounds out the leaderboard. Nazrul Ashraf Nasaruddin takes pole. Imran Haikal second. Tai Wei Chong third. Kingston Tan fourth. Amirul Afiq Aizat fifth. Chris Chong sixth. Denzel Waiton in seventh. Ozair Al Qadri, where did he go? I do not know. Novel Setiawan in P9. Mika is in P8. And Isa Fuad rounding up the top 10.
Ozair, you gotta be quick. This is not the first time it happened.
Well, it's kind of I don't know why it's happening. Why is it only happening to Ozai at the moment, but not
it's-
Mika? He's back to Holland again.
Ozai is listening to the song Perfect by Simple Plan. How could this happen to me? I didn't make any mistakes. So, 60 seconds, Garage. As we have a beautiful plaque of a beautiful,
Ayrton Senna there.
yeah, a beautiful mural of God there. Yeah, Interlagos, Senna SS 1, 2, and 3. There's a karting track named after Senna here. So is Autodromo Kart Ayrton Senna? Ayrton Senna da Silva, something like that.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
because the track name, because Interlagos name itself is Autodromo Jose Carlos Pache, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's a karting track named after him, after Senna himself. So Senna winning the race back in 1991 with only 6 gear, and I think his left leg must have been really sore by then, especially coming up the hill going to the start finish line. But God being God himself, I won't be surprised if that actually happens now. Huh?
Yeah.
Anyway, car sign up, 5 lights on the gantry, and when the lights go out, race 1 of round 4, the final round of the season for the copper class will get underway right now. Ashar Nasruddin, your pole man on the left, Imran Haikal on the right, and a much better start there from the car in back, and I think that might be Kingston Tan.
Yeah, what a great stuff, Christensen, but dives on the inside, goes Imran Haikal, and he gains it up to P2 now. So right now, goes wide now. So Imran Haikal from P3, a poor start from P3 up to P1 in 2 corners, and now up to turn 3. Kingston Tan right onto the as Arman Hashim.
Yeah, sorry, right out there, I'm Hashim. So there you go, 4th and 5th guy, the championship collided, and there you go, Danzo. Kingston Tando moves down the inside, coming to turn 4, and Lil almost collides there, almost has a Sebastian Vettel there. What about, where is Triple A? I don't see Triple A.
Triple A down to P10.
Triple A is down to P10, so there you go, championship leader. He's not having the best day of his life, but yeah, from the kick himself after that. Meanwhile, Kingston Tan had a belter of a start, currently down and still moved up a position after that incident in turn 4.
Yeah, Chris Chong, I think he started pretty down in the field, but now he's up to P2 and right behind of Imran Haikal. Last time Imran Haikal had a pretty easy race 1, but right now Chris Chong is right on his tail. Even though he's still lap 1, you know, that's a really good start from Chris Chong. And Imran Haikal, you gotta have to look behind you, mate. He's right behind you.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, where is Triple A? Triple A is not having the best day of his life. He's now down to P11. Isa Fuad is having a stream ahead of Denzel Whiten. So welcome Denzel Whiten to the championship. Yeah, one of our only newcomer for today. Isa Fuad still starts behind him. We have actions up ahead. Nasr Ashar Nasruddin, tall man, currently sitting in P6, tries to find a way from the outside, coming into turn 1. Outside of Tyree Chong, and gets the job done.
There's one behind, yeah.
Never mind, Nabil Jalil.
Nabil Jalil.
Your teammate for tomorrow.
Oh dear, Nabil. What happened there? But he's keeping on going. That's really good to see. But yeah, right now Imran Haikal still in front of Chris Chong up to turn 4. So this is so far looking really good for Imran Haikal, but he has to make sure he doesn't make any mistakes because he's still got 30 more collision. Oh my god.
Oh well, after got caught up in there, he did lost the position there. Mika moved out of position, so Mika is up to P3. We are moving the cameras front, right, and center because there's action everywhere. Kingston Tan and Mika, they are racing for the academy, funnily enough, and not only that, they are same with also side by side one another. So Dr. Iqbal is probably looking on Kingston to be like, "Don't hit my son."
and actually right now Kingston and Mika are racing in the same position right now, so probably. Dr. Iqbal is actually shouting at Kingston right now, stopping him from colliding with each other.
Kingston back toss, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, meanwhile, Imran Haikal there still leads the way. Chris Chong, Triple A is not having the best day of his life. Triple A had wouldn't say the leaderboard position was that bad for Triple A, but Triple A had P5 in the leaderboard, which is respectable, but something's not adding up. Chris Chong is up to P2, but I think Triple A has succumbed to the pressure, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think he had a that pressure come to me. I had that experience before in in the last round in GE8, and that nearly cost me my title, but I made it to round 2. So made it up in race 2. But yeah, he still has to keep on going. P8 is still decent. Oh, he went down to P. Oh no, he's still in P8. Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah,
he's
no, P9.
still fighting with Ashraf Nasruddin.
Yeah.
But right now, Nauva Setiawan going defensive against Issa Fuad at the moment. Issa Fuad, I'm really big fan of his. He's going really strong at the moment. P7 and climbing this leaderboard out.
Yeah, I think these two, Imran Haikal and Issa Fuad, these two Singaporeans who came out of nowhere basically, are currently dominating one's dominating the race, one's fighting in the mid-pack, so it's a pretty good, respectable place for them to be. And championship leader, we need to see where he is. So, championship leader, Triple A, Amirul Afiq Aizat. I know you are watching the broadcast. I know you will re-watch the broadcast after this because you tell me how the naughty comments that I gave him. But yeah, come on, son, get on it. Make the Afiq name proud. Anyway.
He's still got 10 more minutes to make up time. I think he can do it. You just have to keep on consistency at the moment right now. Imran Haikal still in front of Chris Chong, still 4/10 in front of Chris Chong. It is still tight, but Imran Haikal is doing a really good job at the moment.
He is doing a really good job. So we have our first retiree of the race, Aman Abdullah, P4 in the championship after drop rounds. Well, done so really. He's not racing, so there you go. His championship dreams are all over. Not for Chris Chong though. Chris Chong, hello. You are currently in P2 fighting for P1, not only for P1 in the race, but also in the championship.
Yeah, right now he's doing really well at the moment. I think he is being safe right now because he knows that his championship rival is way far behind him at the moment. So he's just keeping it together with Imran Haikal. I think both Singaporeans are working together to even also gain for Nations Cup points as well. So yeah.
Yeah, Nama Jalil moved up 2 positions there, so must be a collision between two Carters, Jana Isabella, who's the only sole female representative in the copper class, and meanwhile Ajay Ahmed is right behind him. Dr. J's son, Ajay Ahmed, cute little Adrian, adorable. Meanwhile, up ahead, moving back up, this is Hamilton corner? Oh no, it's not.
No, it's not.
35. I think you know where I'm going.
Yeah.
Okay, Chris Chong has to be very safe because if he does a Lewis Hamilton move to Imran Haikal, then he might get a penalty for that. A 5-second penalty may not sound like a lot, but at the moment it'll drop you down all the way to P5.
Yeah.
Or probably P6, depending really.
Be safe. Imran Haikal had a moment there, and that could compromise him down to 30. There he went wide again. So now Chris Chong has a really good chance to overtake him down to turn 1. Just has to stay in that slipstream. Can he look at how close he is? Look how much he's gaining on him. Can he make a move down to turn 1? Imran Haikal now going defensive. Oh no, he's not. Oh, that's really aggressive there for Imran Haikal at the moment. As Chris Chong goes on the inside. Can he make it stick? Yes, he does. Right now, but a better exit from Imran Haikal on turn 2, even though it's a bit blocked by Chris Chong, but turn 4 is where the place to be to overtake at the moment as he's round the outside of Chris Chong. Is he side by side with him at the moment? Oh no, not enough.
Baji there.
Yeah.
Oh, almost lost it there. It was Imran Haikal. Imran Haikal still has the inside line. He moved on the inside going to turn 6. Doesn't look like it. What about turn 7 and turn 8? A bit far back.
No,
yeah, I wouldn't play my cards. I think Chris Chong will run away, but Imran Haikal is... Look at this. Okay, put it this way. Imran Haikal is new to the championship. He has the pace in copper class. What he doesn't have at the moment is consistency.
Yeah.
Which is something that he's lacking because look at it, he's moving all over the place, and that actually brings Mika Zaris Iqbal into the equation because right now Mika is only 4/10 behind Imran Haikal.
Yeah, that's the comparison difference between Imran Haikal's first win in race 1. He was flying. He was 7 seconds ahead of the others, and this time I think he just choked up under the pressure because Chris Chong was right behind him. So yeah, that consistency that led to a lot of mistakes, and now he's down to P2 and just brings Mika in, and as well as Kingston. He's not that far behind.
Yeah, Kingston's not too far behind. I mean, okay, so put it this way: gap between all the top 4 is 2 seconds. Now, what can you do in 2 seconds? You can probably... Well, my old bike couldn't launch from 0 to 60 in 2 seconds, but nevertheless. So Kingston's gap is not that far off. He has the pace to catch up, but how quickly will he catch up? We'll have to wait and see. Meanwhile, Imran Haikal has a much better exit. A little bit wide there by Imran, but he's trying to pressure Chris Chong. Chris Chong is going to see the pressure and he'll be like, oh my goodness, Imran right behind me. I need to go right now. I need to pull away. But at the moment, it doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, Chris Chong, his racecraft, recently we know how fast he is, but his racecrafts have been not up to par. He's done very well right now to come. He has improved quite a bit. Like I said in round 2, he has improved really quite a lot actually in his racecraft. Right now he's doing very well. So now it's just that pressure, you know, this is championship points. A lot of championship points because right now Amirul Afiq Aizad is right in P7. So that's a lot of points. 25 out of how many against Amirul Afiq?
A lot, really.
A lot.
I can't do the math now. Hello, where are you? Anyway, yeah, basically Imran Haikal is a bit far off. You know, someone who's not in the server that I just realized. Who's it?
Yeah.
Oh well.
Ah,
P3 in the championship. There he goes. Done. So there she goes. Copper class done and dusted for Ozel Kadri. Normal Setiawan there has a mini heart attack there, and that has brought up Isa Fuad right behind him. What about Triple A? Triple A is for Triple A to win is he needs something short but a miracle. Miracle. And at the moment, he probably will count the runs out of the bed. And I feel bad for the guy because he looks like he had a pace in the leaderboards, but in this event itself, doesn't look like it. But you know, that's racing.
yeah, that start really hurt him quite a lot, didn't it?
Yes, it did. And then not only that, but also the other incidences as well. A lot of factors basically. Yeah. Meanwhile, Imran Haikal is going to be pressured by Mika. So Mika's actually going to get a win at this rate. Both Imran Haikal and Chris Chong, but it doesn't really hurt themselves.
Mika's doing really well at the moment, keeping up with these. He was a bit struggling in round 2. He did showed some pace, but you know what? Interlagos, he practiced quite a lot this round and he's really showing quite a bit, yeah.
Well, I wasn't there in the office, so I didn't. But Imran Haikal is losing front, right, and center. Not a nice way to do it, isn't it? We got one more race coming up, which is race 2, and the $20 if it's at a clock moment. We really need ammo in this because it would be nice to see that in the live scoring and all that. It would be nice for the viewers to see the live scoring and all that.
Yeah.
But that's about it, really.
But right now, Imran Haikal has kind of gained a gap on Mika, so now he can focus on Chris Chong heading towards the turn 1. He's round the outside. Now, does he prepare himself to go up to turn 4? Oh, does he get? He gets a bit squirrely in down to turn 2, and now up to 3. He's still pretty close, but it's not as close as what he was 3 laps before this. So now, let's get into it. Can he stay in the slipstream? He's not really staying in the slipstream at the moment. Goes around the outside and turn 4. No, it's not happening right now for Imran Haikal. Chris Chong is not flying away, I have to say. Well done from Imran Haikal to just keep up with Chris Chong, but not making a mistake. But right now, is he daring to move around here? No, he's not.
No, like it anyway.
Yeah.
Now let's put it this way: Statsman Ammo not here. I think I should replace my name and become Statsman Afiq. Okay, so basically, Chris Chong leads the way, and he'll get 25 points from race 1. Triple A will get 9 points from race 1, which is a 14 points difference. 19 points difference, and it's actually a lot if you were to think about it.
Because when it comes to race 2, it's only yeah. That's a really big gap at the moment.
Okay,
right now.
so basically Triple A needs to have a miracle in order to it needs to have a very good race too. And the top 14 of this race finishes the top 14 in this race will start the reverse grid will be top 14.
Are you okay? I figured it out.
So points for race 2, 15 points if you finish P1, 12 points if you finish in P2, 10 points if you finish in P3, and for Triple A to win by the looks of things, he needs a miracle. I can't give you the calculations because if I do that, my brain hurts. But it's a miracle. Kingston Tan, on the other hand, still pressuring Mika like there's no tomorrow.
Mika did a mistake, and there you go. He did a mistake again in turn 4. He did a mistake in turn 2.
Dr. Iqbal is looking at Kingston with a raised eyebrow like the rock, though. At the moment, though, Kingston Tan is 1.9 seconds behind them. So there you go. I think better for the lead is done and dusted. Imran Haikal, though, on the other hand, he's got 53 seconds remaining. Well, a little bit more than that, let's say. Before they actually, finish the race.
Imran Haikal's really trying to go around the outside now. If he make it stick, can he make it stick? No, he can't.
If he knows that if he goes on the inside, he's gonna get spun around, which is good for Triple A if you ask.
Can he do a Pierre Gasly? No, he's still got one more lap though, so he's still got a chance. But right now, can he make that set up that move up to turn 1? He's still he lost time there, I think. Yeah, he lost 600s. That's not helping him quite a lot. So now he just has to get a really good turn 1 and turn 2, set him up for turn 4, and yeah, make that move stick, and it should be all plain sailing till the end really. But
wait, Kingston. Okay, alright, top 3 settled that.
oh no!
Okay, alright, Imran. Oh no! Imran Haikal's finished! Imran Haikal's finished!
And
Mika pulls out the P2. Imran Haikal has spun, ladies and gentlemen, has turned in on Chris Chong, and there you go, done and dusted. Novo Setiawan is smiling. There's no pace of Imran Haikal, but look at that. Triple A is right behind all this, and let's hope there's no calamity happen there because Kingston has moved up to P4. Novo Setiawan has moved up to P3.
Wow, that is... we did not see what happened between Imran Haikal and
let's be aggressive with Imran Haikal. He knows that he's already blundered. He's going to blunder some more. He needs to be very cautious of Imran Haikal because if he gets into a collision, he has almost pushed off. It's a what there. Triple A is right behind him. So if these three collide, Triple A will move on to P4 and the championship hopes and dreams for Triple A will still be up and alive. And there you go, it's a what? Right around the outside. We thought that we wanted to see a blockbuster ending. We didn't expect this much of a blockbuster ending. Where is Isafwat? And Imran Haikal almost collecting there. I think he's got it done. Though. Now, meanwhile, Chris Chong, hello, you are 25 points. Well, you got 25 points from this race, and you are 24 points by the looks of things. When you cross the line, you will be 24 points clear of Triple A. Chris Chong crossing the line now, exiting the final corner, which is turn 15. Will win race 1 of round 4 in the Global Season 10. Mika Zaris Iqbal will finish in P2, and Nava Setyawan, debutant in the eRacing GP, well, not eRacing GP, but race room. Debutant in the Global Edition, will finish in P3, Kingston P4, and Triple A down in P7. So, Triple A can't capitalize on the mistake that was right in front of them.
Yeah, that's really much of a shit. That's a really chance missed there right now from Amirul Aiza. But yeah, Imran Haikal, that mistake that cost him P2. Really good points as well. But well done to Chris Chong. He did very well to climb up from down in the leaderboard. I think P6 up to P1. Well done to him, and that increased his lead. He makes him not only the leader of the championship, but by quite a bit of margin from Amir Rafi Isaac.
Hey, hold on, let me think. 65 plus 9 is 74.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on, never mind. We gotta go through the results first. So, Chris Chong finishes in P1, Mika finishes in P2, Naval finishes in P3. So, it's a Singapore, Malaysia, and Indonesia running out your top 3. Then it's a Kingston Tan in P4, Imran Haikal in P5, Isafwa in P6, Triple A in P7. Not a good day for him. Nasser Ashar Nasruddin, NAN. I'm not gonna say the acronym. In P8, Taiwi Chong in P9. It's not Mika Hakimi.
It's Muhammad
Hakimi. So don't get yourself confused there, ladies and gentlemen. Denzel Waitan in P11, Aman Hashim in P12, Adam Conjo in P13, Jana Isabella in P14, Nama Jalin Zikri's teammate for tomorrow is in P15, and then you have these two gentlemen here in camera. Okay, we need to go back to the drop round punya
Standing.
Need to go to the standings. So basically, 25 points for Chris Chong, which is 61 points.
So it'll be 86 points.
86, correct, 86 points as compared to Triple A 74 points. Now, you are trailing the championship by 12 points. So what do you need to basically win the championship? Where did Chris Chong finish in the qualifying?
I think it's P6. Amirul Aizad P5. I can't remember.
Okay, if that's the case, then
Yeah.
he's got 13 points. But for Triple A, basically he has 11 points difference. He needs to finish. Get this. He needs to finish in P2 for Triple A. Needs to finish in P2
At least.
and Chris Chong needs to finish in 10th or lower for Triple A to win the championship. But I need to do this race. Anyway, Chris Chong, P14, won the race, but looks like he's going to start from the back of the grid. Who's going to finish? Who's going to lead the way going down to turn 1? It's going to be Jenna Isabella on pole, and the Conjolok is in P2. Ha! Ladies man Adam back again. I want to see in P3. Where is Triple A? We need to see Triple A. Triple A looks like he's right around the inside, but we got a white car, and there's a white car going down to turn 1. Where's Triple A? Triple A almost lost it there. Almost getting collected by Triple A, and there you go. Almost. He's got a car right behind him, and that must be Imahaika. Cars going front, wide, left, right, and center. That's cars going fly around everywhere. We need to say, where is Chris Chong? Chris Chong is still right there. So look at that. Chris Chong, these two championship protagonists are still fighting it out right behind them. Triple A right around the outside, going down to turn 4. Will there be a better moment? Doesn't look like it. Chris Chong is right behind. The blue car is Chris Chong. The green car is outside in the sea of red and white car there.
Well, right now it doesn't look good for Amir Rafi Aiza because Chris Chong is right there. Really good start from Chris Chong, down to P14, up to P10 now. But that's quite enough to win the championship at the moment because Amir Rafi Aiza has not made a lot of grounds, even though it's only 14 minutes, we know that. But Chris Chong it's still 40 minutes for Chris Chong to make more ground and make more championship points in.
We got a comment here from Facebook saying contour. I'm not going to say what that. But basically, Amir Rafi Aizad is now in P6. Now 6 points. Now in P6, you will get 5 points in the championship. Tie with Chris Chong in P9. He will get 2 points, and 2 points is all he needs if Amir Rafi Aizad finishes in P6. Meanwhile, lap 1 will be done and dusted, and it will be a lady, Jenna Isabella, leading the way.
But it's right. Denzel Waiton is right close behind Jana at the moment. Jana again in race 2, she had a really clear, she had a getaway really, and right now Denzel on the inside. Can he make it stick? No. Jana fighting back down to turn 2. This is a scrappy jump. Oh my god!
Oh no, my Denzel Crocker has moved up into the lead, and look at that, Isa Fuad is right as well, is right behind him. You got Jenna right behind him. What about the championship protagonist? I'm not going to bother about the championship protagonists. They can figure out the race for themselves. Jenna Isabella though still right stuck behind P2. You got a car moving down the inside, and there you go, 2 cars moving into collector, and that is Iman Haikal being hasty again. So Iman Haikal has carried forward the momentum, and that is something that he must improve upon if he were to fight for championship wins going to next season.
That's not Imran Haikal's spun Jana.
Imran Haikal's spun Jana.
Spun Jana,
So Jana's
okay.
will probably be pissed, and Imran Haikal will get penalized after this. Nama Setiawan though, a good debutant in the global edition, is currently up in P3, and Imran Haikal still being hasty.
Yeah.
Calm down, son. You got Amir Rafi Aizad right behind him. Oh my god. Can Amir Rafi Aizad actually do it? He's P5. And Chris Chong is
P11.
P11. Okay, alright. So at the moment, Chris Chong will get 0 points if he were to finish in P11. Where is Chris Chong anyway? Well, is he no man's land now, is he?
Yeah, and Muhammad Hakimi in front of him is no. Oh, he got broken light. He must have damage right now.
Yeah, he must have damage as well. It doesn't look like he has said anything there in the pop-up. But yeah, nevertheless, so Nova Setiawan moving down the inside to defend that position. You got a car's gonna be 3 wide going to turn 1, 2 wide going to turn 1. Nova Setiawan still defends though. Triple A needs to be very smart. Now for Triple A, 12 points would be excellent, and he needs to be ahead of Novel Setiawan, which is going to be a very difficult task to do because Novel is actually a very quick driver.
Yeah.
And yeah.
But right now, I mean, this is really looking really good from really not really good. Oh, as he goes wide. But okay. I think he's trying to go on the inside of Imran Haikal, but to no avail at the moment. But yeah, he has to get through Imran Haikal pretty quickly because Mika and Nazrul right behind are not that far. Well, okay, now I said that it's a couple of seconds away, but yeah, it's still Amirul Afi Aizad is kind of losing time to the guys in front, and yeah, he just have to keep on going. Really, just have to pick out his way through Imran Haikal and Naval Setiawan and Isa Fuad, and that should be good enough for championship or no?
Yeah, championship. Okay, hold on. 86 points, right? If you finish.
Yeah.
Okay, first we need to find out where did Chris Strong finish, and where did Chris Strong finish in qualifying.
Okay. So we do not know about that yet. I'm still confirmed.
We just need to double confirm because at the moment it looks very tight. Triple A needs to find the pace. Nova Setiawan is gonna overtake Isa Ford coming down the inside, going to turn 1, and there you go. I saw that coming. You saw that coming as well.
Yeah. But Isa Ford is doing really well. Aggressive defense. But round the outside goes Nova Setiawan. Can he make it stick? He got the inside up. No, he doesn't. So now it's up to turn 3. Towards the turn 4. Even Imran Haikal did a mistake right behind. But it doesn't affect him quite a lot. So now in the slipstream is Nova Setiawan. Can he make a move on turn 4? He's going on the inside. He's dived around the inside, but he went too deep. And now he's a forward. And now Imran Haikal. Oh, let's go! No, the championship champion.
Okay, championship almost gonna be. I thought championship was gonna end there for Triple A, but looks like Triple A will have the outside line. Nova Setiawan will hold his ground. Will keep his ground. Nova cannot hit Triple A, otherwise Triple A's championship is all over. He's got Nova around the inside. Okay, that's a little bit aggressive there.
Yeah, very feisty there from Nova Setiawan. Not really. I don't think so. Amirul will be happy with that, but you just have to keep on going. You know, yes, you have lost time to the people in front. You just have to keep on going. You know, there's still 8 more minutes. Keep it composed and keep it steady.
Okay, hold on. No, commentate the thing. I want to see where did Chris Strong. Oh, okay. Alright, so Chris Strong actually did beat
P6. Yeah.
He did finish in P6. Now for Triple A, he needs to have a miracle. You've got 8 minutes to find your way to basically finish in P2. Isa Fuad is in P2, but for Triple A it looks more far-fetched now, isn't it?
Well, we got Imran Haikal still. It's still a battle between the front 3 at the moment. Anything can happen, really. Still, but
are you trying to say that Imran Haikal is known for?
No. Okay, no. Imran Haikal has.
You gotta be honest.
Imran Haikal has done some mistakes. I understand, but I know he is a better driver than that. He's much better driver. So, but anything can happen. Isa Fuad is also aggressive, and both of them can collide. Anything can happen, really. This is still Copper, you know, they're still learning about their racecraft. As Imran Haikal went wide.
Collecting so
going back to Argentina with that line, but
oh well. Okay, never mind. It'll be interesting to see when Brazil meets Argentina in the semi-finals later. Imran Haikal almost lost it there. Where is Triple A? Triple A is still in P5. Nova Setiawan is down in P6. Nova Setiawan is down to P4. He's chasing down Imran Haikal. Imran Haikal is eating sausage for breakfast. I wish I had sausages for breakfast.
I'm very hungry right now, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, Imran Haikal here has you know.
As
Nova went wide. Oh, Triple A went wide as well. Okay. Not in the script, but thank you for making the race more interesting, lads.
But this is so far is going according to plan. Well, it's not going to
plan anymore. There, look at that. Mika has moved up to P6. Oh well.
Wait, he had to. I think he had to slow down. He had a slow down penalty.
I think he had a slow down penalty. Okay, never mind. Okay, so basically, come on, Triple A, make the Afiq name proud. And Afiq has never won the championship in eRacing GP. Facts.
Oh no, he's colliding with his FSA teammate. So right now,
it's every man for himself, isn't it?
Right now, yeah, look at that. Nabil Jalil is all over Amir Rafi Aizat down to turn 4. Oh,
Uh-oh.
closing the door. Amir Rafi Aizat.
Naughty
Can
boy.
Nabil make it stay? Oh,
Oh.
as what happened to Amir Rafi?
Uh-oh.
What has happened?
What has happened? I think... Oh, no, my...
Oh, okay. Oh, but Nabil Jalil did gain a position up to P7, so not really looking good so far for Amir Rafi Aizat.
Almost give me a heart attack there.
Why
Oh, no, it's a 4 spins. Alright then. Why is everyone
Why is
spinning?
everyone spinning? What's going on?
We'll be right back after this quick break. Anyway, we're back in business here. Imran Haikal still stuck in P3. You've got cars ahead though, and I think that might have been it's a white car, well, green car. What is
Going on?
That is so weird. We're gonna have to wait back, and we're gonna have to fall back into another quick ad. But as we try and assess the matter, but I think the same issue will happen again. Meanwhile, there's a matter for the lead. There's a white time fighting with. I think
no.
I think
Yes, it's a glitch again.
It's a glitch. Something's going on.
What's going on? Race room.
It's great. Everyone else is okay, but not the.
The races.
Yeah, we'll be right back after this. We've got 3 minutes. Okay, after a quick fix, hopefully that fixes everything. We are back. And at the moment, it still doesn't look good for AAA. Meanwhile, is it me or people are still popping up front right? Oh, never mind.
No, it's okay. I think it should be fine, yeah.
I thought something happened.
Oh.
So Waiton's once that. So from the lead, there's a Waiton down to P5, and there's a Waiton, young kid, flipping the bird actually.
It's good to not show that in the broadcast, but yeah.
It's good to show that in the broadcast. Meanwhile, it's still
He's now the leader now, yeah, after Denzel's waiting.
And I think Raika has taken out there's a Waiton earlier, so maybe that's the reason why there's a Waiton really missed. Oh well. Meanwhile, we need to see where championship leader is at the moment. Down in P12, but he looks very comfortable because AAA is in P7, and P7 basically gives 5 points.
Yeah. Not looking good for Amirat, yeah. But I think, shall I say it's still happening? I don't know. Last time, but right now Imran Haikal right behind of Isa Fuad, 3/10 behind. I don't think so. He can make it down to turn 4, but you never know about the slipstream in the CR1. Can he make it? No, I don't think so. Isa Fuad's got this handle. I think Sector 2 is pretty clean for him. And yeah, Isa Fuad, I think he's gonna get his first win in the RGP before I curse him again.
Shush! Commentator skills.
Yes.
Don't plan. The commentator skills. Now, is that going to be, is that a Glock moment? I don't think so. No. Afix said he doesn't get the ball past the ending. Meanwhile, Isa Fuad will actually is very comfortable unless Michael can get closer to Isa Fuad with only half a lap remaining. Less than half a lap remaining.
Goes face squarely.
And that is a Glock moment. It looks like it's getting closer. Oh, Imran Haikal, but it doesn't look like it can get closer. We've got cars at the back. They're fighting for P3 and P4. Because I see equal P4 as Imran Haikal goes wide there. It's not very after since you drive to Imran Haikal. It's a clean day for Isa Fuad, capitalizing on the mistake that there's a Waiton made due to succumbing to the pressure that these two have been putting up into a fight. Isa Fuad wins race 2 of round 4 in the Global Edition Season 10 in the Copper category. Imran Haikal in P2, and look at that, Mika Zaris Iqbal. It's a great race to the finish line. Mika finishes in P3, so it's a double podium finish for Mika. What about there's a Waiton finishes in P5, AAA 7th, and your championship winner by the looks of things is Chris Chong, your championship winner for the Copper category in eRGP Global Edition Season 10. So congratulations to Chris Chong. As it stands though, Chris Chong will lead the way, and if he got that blockbuster finish, he'll probably win he'll probably lead the champion. He'll probably win the championship by 3 points, which is actually a lot now. But the gap now is huge due to AAA not capitalizing on the mistake. So it's now a good day in the office for AAA, and no Oze. So that means that I think it's Arman Abdullah, or is it Nasr Ashraf? I think it might be Nasr Ashraf.
Yeah.
Nasr Ashraf or Imran Haikal. Imran Haikal might have been moved up to P3 in the standings. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, congrats to Chris Chong. Chris Chong not being in the Zoom call, so that's a sad moment. But yeah, we have. I wouldn't have to wait and see, but look at
actually, Chris Chong is in the call. Actually,
Chris Chong is. Okay, so Chris Chong, we would have to ask Chris Chong to unmute his microphone. So Chris Chong will have to unmute his microphone so that we can have an interview with the championship winner. So Chris Chong, can we hear you?
Yes, hi.
Alright, so congratulations Chris Chong. You have won the Copper category in Global Edition Season 10. How are you feeling?
Now it was a really tough race. I guess from the qualifying, I wasn't really the fastest, but I think with a stroke of luck, then managed to hold on to the first place.
Yeah, and then not a good. Oh, actually, he's on cam. Hold on, we just turned on your cam, okay, so the viewers can see how beautiful your face is. Okay, so this is Chris Chong himself. Yeah, so what happened in race 2? Talk us through.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't so lucky in avoiding the incidents. Uh, it was a shame lah about it was a car that was re-entering the track in an unsafe manner. I think I went head on. Then for the rest of the race, I had a aero damage, so I was slowly dropping back, trying to hold on.
But I think the important thing is that you have clinched your championship. You were second before the 2 races today. Now you've basically won the championship by a huge gap. So congratulations to you. Royal Selangor Trophy. You in Singapore, right?
Yes.
Okay, a DHL Express with a Royal Selangor plate will come to your place in probably a few months' time. So congratulations, Chris Chong.
Well done, man.
Thank you so
Well done.
much.
All right, so basically that's your championship winner, Chris Chong.
Yeah. I was pretty good, pretty tight. It was tight, all things considering, but well done to Chris Chong. I know Amir Afi Isaac is gonna be punching himself a bit, but it happens. Okay, it is racing. What thing for sure is that I know what Amiro will do is that he'll be strong. He'll come to that bronze class with more inspired than ever to be much better than what he was in copper. So yeah, it's well done to the drivers to finish in top 3 is well done to those who has promoted to bronze, and yeah, can't wait to see them in bronze, one of the most chaotic races in GP.
Okay. Basically, before we go back into into a quick short break, we need to show the bronze standings after drop points has occurred. So at the moment, Keith Moore leads the way with a 4-point gap to Roy Ripperip and Chris Chong as well. Can be the huge spoiler here for tonight, but at the moment it's a 2-horse race between Keith Moore and Roy. So Lewis Hamilton versus Felipe Massa, Brazil 2008.
Oh no, this is gonna be something.
All
Quite something really. But
All
yeah.
right. So we'll be right back after after a chaotic copper and gonna be an even more chaotic bronze. I can guarantee you that. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break from all 5 of our beautiful sponsors.
Things to be aware of organizing eRacing Championship without race room. First, no automated leaderboard would always be labor intensive. Elimination round would be the only way to filter the winners. Having the participants adhering to the schedule would be a huge test. We need to know the task will get bigger when participants increases. Time consuming. Organizing eRacing Championship without race room, it's all need run manually to take down the participants and eliminate them from first round group to final round group. Because it is manual human labor, there bound to be human error. Manual human labor would have a price tag for the man hours involved. New participants would never have chance. The e-racing clubs in the world will send their best racers to participate the race. But that means your championship exposure is just limited to the e-racing clubs. Why choose race room? Our 3E official championship have fully automated leaderboard. Participants can log in anytime to leave the fastest lap time within the qualifying period. Each of the racers already have their ranks with race room. Next, save time. You can have unlimited amounts of participants in a super short time to qualifying them to final race. Race room can cover unlimited amount of participants. We have a full automated esports ecosystem from qualifying leaderboard to broadcast AI. Besides, race room's free contents lets everyone can participate to the race.
was Mozart.
Hello, bronze class, my favorite, ladies and gentlemen. Ha! Bronze category. First up, we need to show young boy Keith Moore. Now, young boy Keith Moore here leads the championship by 4 points.
4 points. Yep.
You got Roy Ripper as well, right behind him, and with 68 points gap. These two races are actually looking really tense. Roy looks really calm though, nonetheless. Keith being the playful kid he is, but Roy
he looks
very
tense.
calm.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta give credit to that. Okay, so what's the scoring like in bronze before and after the drop points has started? Now, bronze before drop points, Roy leads the way with 94 points, but tough luck, eRGP doesn't work that way. Keith Moore with 72 points in P2, Chris Strong in P3 with 2 points, Oze in P4. We hope we can see Oze
Race this time around, yeah.
Yeah, and then now after drop points has come into conclusion. Oh, look at that, Keith Moore missed the round. The lucky day. 72 points for Keith Moore on the board. Roy Ripper 68 points. Chris Strong in P3 with 49 points, and Oze Kadri in P4 in 39 points. So yes, I mentioned to you this before the start of before we went to a quick commercial break. But going into today's race, with the expectations that Rick Moore is expecting, Keith Moore is expecting, and Roy Ripper is expecting, what is the pressure going to be like, bronze champion?
Well, I think these guys can handle it much better than me. I think I couldn't get through turn 1, and then I had to downplay myself. But, the pressure is there for both of them. It's all to play for now. A lot to lose. Right now, Roy, even though I think he is the fastest, but Keith Moore is not far behind him at all right now. So, exciting 2 young talents in this bronze championship, and I can't wait for it, really.
Yeah, I can't wait for it really, as the camera loses focus there. Now,
it's very quiet at the
Chin
moment.
Wei Ren here? Chin Wei Ren's not supposed to be here. What about championship leader Roy?
I think they're waiting for Collie right now.
I think they're waiting for Collie right now. So Collie is gonna move up into the session right now, actually. Proceeding to the next session now. So, Ziki, why don't you show us what the champions will get when you win the championship?
I don't know if I can show it right now.
So,
but yeah.
So basically, winner is going to get the championship t-shirt, also signed by Life Apparel here, ladies and gentlemen, with an eRGP at the back. So that means that you are a champion in eRacing GP. Anyway, qualifying boys and girls, if you're watching, thank you for tuning in to eRGP. My name is Mama African Farid. Alongside me is Mama Zikri bin Abdul Hakimi. Yes?
Ahmad
Sorry. I got too many Abduls in my life. I got caught up. Ahmad is not a common name.
Yeah.
So anyway, Roy leads the way in these F3 cars that are way quicker than the GT3 cars that we're going to see later on in the gold and silver category. Roy, almost visited that Roy. So we get an onboard cam here, ladies and gentlemen. So Vicky, take us through.
So right now he's going up into the DRS straight, as we know in Formula 1, down to turn 4. He does a 22.5 in sector 1. So right now turn 4, turn 5. This is very like I said, this is very crucial on the lap itself. So let's go up to turn 6, 7, 8. I think this one is kind of a lift. Yep, it's lift off quite a bit. You don't need to brake here, and hard on the brakes down to gear 2. Now set up for this long left-hander. It takes a while. You can kind of sleep through here. And now we're going up to turn 10. Yep, turn 10. Oh, turn 11. Yeah, turn 10. Turn 10. Turn 11 should be flat. It's much easier in this car than the Aquila. Down to turn 12. Now, yeah, you have to have good exit here, because this or not, they'll ruin your whole sector 3 right now. 59.8, really good sector. Not too bad at all from Roy Numa. But up to the pit lane straight. Does he go tight towards the pit lane box right now? Can he set the fastest lap time right now? As he go across the line, oh, 800s in sector 3. But pole 410s in front of Ozar Al Qadri.
In front of Jose Al-Qadri, Roy. So he actually starts, so he actually qualifies on pole position. Now, Keith Moore, where are you?
He's 2 tenths down on sector 1 and
So it's
sector
probably
2.
gonna be in P2.
Yeah, most likely. As he crosses the line now.
Yep, P2. So
Yep.
actually, 4 tenths difference. So that's a shame.
Roy is showing his qualifying play. He was a bit frustrated last week because apparently the race room cut short his qualifying. That ruined his pole lap. So right now he's making amends for it. He's just setting the quick lap on the first lap on the go already.
On the go already. Meanwhile, Jose Al-Qadri is not too far off.
Yeah, it's not too bad at all right
It's
now.
not too bad. Yeah, 3 minutes remaining before Jose, can finish his qualifying. Can complete at least like 2 more laps from honest. Roughly, give or take. Meanwhile, actually restarts.
and he
Okay,
restarts
never
it.
mind. Okay, Roy, will he carry forward the momentum? And he is carrying
Wow.
forward the momentum.
A 10th in
Well,
sector
finally, the
2.
first 27 that we see in the leaderboard here beats the leaderboard by a country mile. Roy Ripper will cross the line and will beat his own personal lap time. Will set a new lap time, which is a 1:10.7.959. Cool, calm, and collected. I'm gonna call him Triple C R&R. Yeah. Rest and what the hell does
Rest and relax.
Rest and relax. Yeah, that's the one. So for Roy number Perip, or R&R from now on. Tough luck, I'm gonna call you R&R. It's gonna be a rest and relaxation for R&R. He is getting closer. Never mind.
That's
Beats
an
it.
invalid.
Alright, that's a red flag there. Okay, never mind. I think you're gonna be happy with pole position. Keep more though. What about you? What can you do?
He has green sectors right now at the moment, but it's still not enough. It's still far behind Roy Roy at the moment. So yeah, it's all to play. I think he just have to make it up in the race at the moment. Qualifying, Roy's just smashed it out of the park, and well done to Roy at the moment. 3/10 lost in the third sector.
Yep. And at the moment though, Keith Moore is still carrying forward the momentum because he knows that he doesn't have any much more time left. Qualifying 9 and dusted for Keith Moore. Will he actually try to chase the lap time? I don't think so. Give up, Keith. No more time for you to set the lap. There you go. Yeah, I read his mind. It was like, damn, I should have reset it once I crossed the line. Damn.
Legit said, sorry sir, and it's stuck immediately.
I understood my messages. Young Padawan learning the correct way. Learning the Afiq way, as we say. So, Roy, if he sets I swear to God, if he sets a purple sector time, I'm gonna be like, that's it. This guy is actually like king of quality for this year.
Right. He has
In the
been
cross country, yeah.
immense. Really. It's just that got that one unlucky round 3, but other than that, he's been phenomenal in qualifying.
He has been phenomenal in qualifying. We have to see where is everyone else. 6, 7, almost 700 up.
Yeah.
6,900 up. Everyone's favorite number. Sector 2 is 1600s. What about Sector 3 though for Roy Peru as he blasts through turn 14, going to turn 15 straight line. And well, this is not the correct lap time, but Roy Arena will set the lap time right now, and it will be a 1:27.805. Keith Moore drops down to P3. Ozzy has moved out to P2. So basically, Keith Moore has 5-4-3. Yeah, so basically that championship point deficit is now down to 2 points.
2 points.
By the looks of things. Yes, boys. We need to go back into the standings. But Zikri, why don't you walk us through the qualifying results?
So Roy leads the way. Ozar in second, Keith Moore in third, James Leong fourth, Kingston Tan fifth, Jonathan Takumi Lee, welcome back sir, P6, Clint Olive in P7, Nazrul Ashraf in P8.
Yep, 57 seconds remaining. Meanwhile, I won't go back to the standings, but Keith Moore 72 points. Please put this in your head, ladies and gentlemen. Keith Moore 72 points. RNR with 68 points. RNR finishes in P1 in Holly, so he gets 5 extra points. So that is 73 points.
Yep, hey? Wait.
73 points, yes, correct. So 73 points for RNR, and then Keith Moore gets 2 points, so it's 3 points, so that is 75 points for Keith Moore. Now, the championship gap was 4 points, now it's back to 2 points. So it's gonna get closer and closer. 25 points up for grabs for race 1. If you finish P1 in race 1, that's it. You're gonna have a very good gap going to race 2.
It's a field day.
Yep, it's a field day, but it's not over until it's over. Roy, as we have him on our screens though, 1 second remaining, 5 flights on the gantry. Roy on pole, Ozzy on the right, Keith Moore right behind Roy. So it's gonna be a good start. Hopefully it's a good start for Keith Moore, so they can have a long shot into turn 1. 5 flights on the gantry, and as they go out, race 1 of the Bronze Stars is underway right now. Ozzy has a much better side with time to the inside going to turn 1. Doesn't look like it, but he has made the whole shot done. So Roy Arena right around the outside going to turn 1. Has the inside line going to turn 2. So it's very smart here by Arena. Keith Moore, class there, cutting corners front, right and center. Keith Moore right behind them, right behind Ozzy Al-Khalbi, and Keith Moore will look like he needs to dive down the inside. He needs to chase out Roy. Otherwise he can't find a way fight to this championship. Diving down the inside goes Keith Moore. RNR still holds in play, but we have, as we move forward to the TV cam, Ozzy Al-Khalbi is right around the outside going to turn 5. Cars right behind there, but we need to put our focus into these two because these two are our championship protagonists. Hamilton and Massa back in 2008 had the similar fate, and Keith Moore is now up to P2, Zeke.
What a start at the moment for Ozzy Al-Khalbi, but it relinquishes down back to P3 after turn 4. Not a really ideal position that Ozzy was positioned at, but yeah, it helped Keith to go dive on the inside of Ozzy and up to P2. That's kind of what he needs to still be part of this championship play. But Roy, right now 6/10 up ahead. Can Keith stop Roy?
Can Keith stop Roy? That is a question. 5/10 is the gap, 5.801. 81, 5.91, so it's actually increasing. The Keith Moore had a poor start there. Really got to see turn 1. It's a little bit far-fetched, but if he has a much better input going to turn 4, then he'll be alright. We have Patterson behind there, Dave Smart and Issa Fuad as well on Clint Olive and Chris Chu. So, a little bit scary there, but Issa Fuad almost lost it there. There's a Red Bull car right ahead of him. Meanwhile, Keith Moore gap between him and Roy RNR is down to 7/10. Issa Fuad is now on point 3 wide there into turn 4. Backs off there, being very smart there and sponsored and driving the livery sponsored by my old sponsors, G Energy.
Now it's a really close battle between Clint Olive Leong and Issa Fuad at the moment, but Issa Fuad lost a couple of positions, but he will try to rectify that as we see Nazrul Ashraf Nasruddin right in front of Kingston Tan. Ozzy Al-Khalbi not far out in front, so you can still chase him down. But this is a really interesting battle as Kingston trying to dive on the inside. The old Puma boy really trying to make a forceful move on Nazrul Ashraf Nasruddin, but didn't make it count. And now, yeah, as Keith Moore's he's gained a 10th in this lap, kinda. And the slipstream is really strong in the F3 car, so we're gonna see some battle right here.
Hopefully we see some battle right here. Yeah, hopefully that happens. So meanwhile, Keith Moore is still up ahead, though. Kingston Tan is trying to find a way around the inside, going to coming to turn 1 on Rascal Ashar Nasruddin, and has got the job done. So Kingston Tan almost going wide there, but he still has to keep it on the island.
Now
Roy, though.
look at that. It's so close between the two. Keith is really keeping up with him. So at the moment right now, this could be all to play for. Still got 11 minutes left, and both of these guys can make mistakes together. But you know what? This is a really good. Look at that. It's top. They're a different class compared to the others really at the moment. Keith Moore, fourth. Yeah, well done. Oh, as he goes wide, it takes a very wide line to there. That's a really cheeky move there from Keith, but well, keep on going.
They keep on going there, and we have a much better camera of
Look
these
at that.
drivers, so we can see that how these two react. We have to focus primarily on our battles today on them because they are our championship protagonists. So at the moment, though, wait, 2 points for 20 points for if you finish in race 2, if you finish in race 1.
Yep.
So basically, that will mean that the championship gap will be 3 points, and Roy will lead the way by 3 points in Keith.
Yeah, but race two can cause a lot of stir. You know, in bronze class is going to be a lot of stir. But we're still in race 1. There's still 4 tenths behind each other. Still got 10 minutes to go. You know, anything can happen. As Keith went a bit wide, yeah. It's, right now, Roy is pretty calm at the moment. Keith is he hasn't found the groove yet. But looking at it, when he does have the groove, he has the pace. So just have to keep at it. You know, his head has to just look forward, just make sure it's on the track, and just gotta keep on going really.
Bismillah is the name of the game, and for me, Bismillah, I want to pay 20 bucks if there's is that a Glock moment. Hopefully in race 2, imagine if that happens. I'll pay that guy, I'll PayPal that guy 20 ringgit of my own money. Meanwhile, Roy is eating a lot more of the sausage curbs, as we can see.
Yeah, but it's costing him quite a bit of time in that area. Keith Moore caught up to him by 2 tenths. So right now Keith Moore has the better sector 2. A bit squirrely out of 10, now down to 11. Now he has to get a really good exit down into 12. If he does have a really good exit, that slipstream is going to help him quite a bunch at the moment. He kind of has a really decent exit, not too bad at all. Can that slipstream help him? Can he get it? Yeah, he's still 3 tenths behind. Not going to be in turn 1, so now he has to think, okay, turn 1 not going to get him. Now down to turn 2 and up towards the turn 4. Keep it steady, keep it clean, keep it smooth.
That's a much better exit there, Keith Moore. Look at
Well
that, he's
done.
actually going to get closer there. 2 tenths is a gap, no, going to turn 4, will he make a move down the inside? If the slipstream can help him for Keith Moore will actually try to find a move. Roy is defending though, he's weaving front right, so okay, a little bit questionable there by Roy, but nevertheless, Keith Moore is actually getting closer, and this is your championship fight.
Wow, this is what bronze is all about. Tight championship fights right now, and it's 1 and 2 in the championship, 1 and 2 in the race. Wow,
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you wanted a battle, I wanted a battle, everybody wanted a battle. Let's go lap 5 as currently we're in lap 5.5 though. 8 more minutes remaining at the moment. Keith Moore is still stuck behind Roy. So Keith is probably playing it very smart. He needs to be very calculated about this. We have an incident there, and that is Jose Al-Kadri. Jose Al-Kadri has spun out, so probably outboard incident again.
Yeah.
So not a good day for Jose Al-Kadri.
Meanwhile, Keith Moore did lose a bit of time on Roy. He did quite mess up a bit in sector 2, but you know he can still gain it back. As he goes very wide in turn 1, he has to cut turn 2, and that cost him a lot of time. Now down to 6 tenths, now 8 tenths, nearly a second away from Roy. Keith Moore just have to keep composure. You know, mistakes like that can happen under pressure, but you know, He's still young. He's still young lad. Oh, as he goes wide again. Oh no.
Anyway, Keith Moore and needs to be very smart here, Keith Moore. He can't make any of these mistakes anymore. If he does, then it's gonna be very difficult for him.
Yeah, I know he does have race 2 still in the balance though, but still, right? You know, gaining that advantage in race 1 is everything right now. So he just have to keep on pushing, just keep your head in it, clear away those mistakes, and just just keep driving how he's always been driving, really smooth and collected.
Keith Moore won, that is the gap. It doesn't look like he can close it. Meanwhile, for Kingston Tan, he is getting closer. Now, as he get the move down the inside, going down to turn 1 on this one, looks like it, but I think it's safe. Getting closer.
Yeah, he's getting a bit closer. Now he's gonna try to line up on turn 1. Dave Smart. Now I've made couple of smart comments before in the last round, but I won't make much anymore as Kingston. Oh, he goes wide, and you know what? It's actually a really smart move. Well done to Dave Smart, and he keeps up to P3.
Wow! Better we miss this out. How can I miss this out? Two temperature protagonists colliding against one another, and Keith Moore has moved out of position. Roy must have almost lost the rear there going to turn 3, but Keith Moore is hitting the ring.
Wow!
Right, 7 points gap now, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we were expecting. Oh, that was so close. Please, no collision between the two, please. Not of Verstappen and Lewis.
Okay, 1/10 gap. Oh, Roy almost looked like he almost got the inside going down to turn 10, and he's getting a little bit squirrely though, Roy.
Yeah, Roy, he's usually a calm, collected customer, but right now he's a bit all over the place at the moment. He has a better exit in turn 12. So right now, 3/10 is pretty decent for Slipstream. Look at that, Mano, look at that, 2/10, down to 2.7, down to 2/10 now. Now, can he line up a move? 1/10 now. Oh, swerving everywhere, Roy. He's more keeping it very tight as we, okay. Round the outside goes
Roy and pushes Keith Moore, goes wide. Keith Moore has to go off track, but that track limit has probably moved on to warning, and look at that, Keith Moore back into the back of Roy Ripper. Keith Moore has the slipstream going down to turn 4. Really make the move, say going down to turn 4. Doesn't look like he is a little bit further back though, but a super mega aggressive bike.
Oh my god!
Moore. It's a coming to the direction now. Look at that. He has to be calm though, Keith Moore. What would you do, Keith Moore? Would you rather get into a collision and lose and risking your championship in the bag?
No, I won't.
Bad boy.
No. He has to keep it calm and collected. Like I said, he's more smooth and collected person. That was a bit more feisty than for Keith Moore, but yeah, you just have to keep it calm, because you know that mistake from Roy, that could change everything.
That could change everything.
Yeah.
Okay, let's reset again. Lap number 9. When he crossed the line later on, Keith Moore dancing with the steering wheel. He has a much better, wouldn't say much better active, but hugs the apex a lot more. But Roy looks like he's extending like that. So it's an excellent job. Impressed.
Yeah, this is a really good battle at the moment. This is what a championship battle should be all about. Fight for the win. As Keith went a bit wide again.
Maybe it's not. Oh,
Yeah, he went a bit wide.
6 tenths. Oh god. 6.83. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, not so bad. Not the end of the world yet. He capitalized on the mistake again, but it goes to show that how calm and collected you must be if you're an R&R fan or you're a Keith Moore fan.
He's gonna have to rest and relax throughout this whole lap at the
Well,
moment.
he's gonna have to rest and relax for the next
3 laps.
2.5 laps remaining. Okay. Meanwhile, we gotta focus on other battles as well. Kingston Tan is still behind this one, and the representative for Hot Rocket Racing team, he needs to be very smart about this because you got Dave Smart right ahead, and Dave Smart is the smart one in this.
Yeah. Well, we've seen
You
from
like what I did
yeah.
there?
I like what he did there. But yeah, Dave Smart. Dave Smart is really does the as he's a bit wide again.
No move there going on to Kingston. I can guarantee you that my Kingston can get closer to Kingston. Get closer to more.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Okay.
Now
all right.
we know what Dave is thinking. Let Kingston go wide on turn 1 and just overtake him back and then knee. But what does Dave do now? Does he do the smart thing here? Does he keep round the outside? No, he doesn't. But look at that. Kingston does wide again. But Kingston blocks Dave. Yeah.
Block pass. Dave Smart then. So Dave Smart has been outsmarted. I've always wanted to say that. Dave Smart has been outsmarted by Kingston Tan.
He's gonna be very tired of this.
Please,
Oh my god, no! That's not a smart thing to do, buddy.
Okay. Alright. We got carried away by the commentary there, but nevertheless, Kingston Tan and Dave Smart has got into a collision going down to turn 4. Meanwhile, you know who's not into a collision going down to turn 4? 1.5 lap remaining for Keith Moore and Roy Arena to actually, finish this race and get it over with before we go into race 2. But at the moment, Keith Moore is eating girls for breakfast, and it's not a nice sight because you're not. Well, the best thing for you to do is start to eat a curb. Yep. But gotta be smart about this. And Keith Moore is going all over the place.
He's so far right now mowing the lawn, helping the lawn mowers? I don't know.
Helping the Brazilian, helping the stadium caretaker in Qatar.
Doing the Valtteri Bottas, that's what it
Doing the
is.
Valtteri Bottas. That's what it is. So for Roy Ripper, this is not the final lap, although they have the gap to squeeze it though. Well, not really.
No, he's still one more lap to go.
Okay lah. Funny story though, I got there was at one race that the leader actually thought that he had crossed the line
And he slowed down.
and he slowed down, and the timer was 5, 4, 3. But then the guy in second place crossed the line in 2, and then he had to start another lap.
Oh,
So then the guy in P2 went on to win the race. So for Roy, let's hope he doesn't do that. But for Keith Moore, that's it. I think it's like, okay lah, reset momentum, Keith Moore.
Yeah.
I mean, one position higher in race 2 is a lot better than it is in starting one position below in race 2, but it's okay.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Like right now, we're gonna have a 3 point gap between the two, right? And then
I'm thinking, hold on. 25 and 20, 3 point gap. 3 point gap. Yeah, pandai lah.
yeah, 3 point gap. So that means that race 2, what happens if Keith Moore finishes first and Roy finishes second? That's a 3 point difference between the two.
Okay, never mind. We gotta think about it later. Roy Ripper is gonna cross the line in race 1 and will be your winner. And one hand on the trophy unless Keith Moore can spoil the party. Keith Moore finishing the race in race 2, and Kingston Tan for Hot Rocket, and the entire Hot Rocket army will be happy with his results. Dave Smart as well has been outsmarted by Kingston Tan unless there's a protest incoming into the stewards, and it's gonna be another long night for me and Zikri.
Oh no.
And yeah, alright then. So P7 goes to Chris Chu, P8 goes to Chin Weiran, who actually started down in last and then started a lot of positions actually. And Napa finished in P12.
Yeah. That was very
Weaving
exciting.
left, right, weaving left, right, left, right. Okay.
Pretty exciting race,
Wrong track.
I have to say.
Wrong track.
He's doing donuts already like he won the championship. Not yet, mate.
Well, he finished the race though,
Yeah.
congratulations. Okay. Wow. You know who's my driver today? John McGregor. How is he in P5?
Yeah, I have to say, right? Ever since he was in GE8 to GE10 now, John McGregor and Dave Smart has improved quite a bit. Actually, no, not a bit, quite a lot. I've said that in round 3, they have continued that trend in round 4. So now we can see the leaderboard now. Roy finishes in first, Keith in second, Kingston Tan third, Dave Smart 4th, John McGregor 5th, Issa Fuad in 6th, Chris Chu in 7th, Chia Wei Ren in 8th, Chris Chong P3 in the championship in P9, Clint Olive rounds up the top 10. So, Afiq,
Right. Oh, 3 points. Back to the question. 3 points if you finish. If Kimo finishes in first place, I guess we're gonna count by. I guess in that sense we have to count by
Count back,
how many
isn't it?
people, how many drivers actually finish in finish the race on pole position on first place. Then we're gonna count on second place. So basically, if you finish in first place and you're tied there, and we're gonna count on second and third and fourth and so on and so on and so on. We had the same issue in the E1.
yeah,
And then in E1 we had not only that, but we also have what was it, Nakib Azan?
Yeah,
I think it was
was it
Nakib
Nakib,
Azan.
yeah.
So then basically Nakib finishes third because he had better P3 finish.
P3 finishes.
Yeah.
Is it
Sorry,
something like that?
P4 finishes actually.
Oh, okay.
Because they have the same number of podiums.
Oh, okay. Nice. Wow.
Alright.
That's very tight.
Alright.
Is it?
So basically, yeah, that's about it really. Alright. Okay, boys. Don't disappoint your papa. Fireflies on again 3. Ronaldo Julie. Oh, someone we haven't mentioned in a long time. Ronaldo Julie on pole position. Fireflies go out, and as the lights go out, the final race of Global Edition Season 10 in the broadcast category is underway right now. Conjo gets a much better start. Ladies man in P2 has moved up into P1. Oh, for a brief second there, as Ronaldo Julie has moved up back into a position. What about? We need to focus on this battle. Roy has built up a lot of positions.
Wow.
Not for Keith Moore. No, Keith Moore says goodbye. And for Roy, oh! Car there going to the wall, and I think that might have been Kingston Tan. It is
Yes,
Kingston
it
Tan.
is.
The one of the Puma drivers there into the wall, almost being shunted there. Keith Moore now up to P12. He needs to find a lot of positions in the next 14.5 minutes to otherwise that championship, say goodbye to your championship, Keith Moore. My goodness.
What a start from
And it's up to
runner
P4.
P4. He's made up 10 places before turn 8. That is massive from Roy.
What
Number
a
improved.
bad
What a start. What a man. He's not messing around today, isn't he?
He's not messing around. I think he actually like put up his aggressive face on, and it's actually like good job.
What a start from Roy. Well done to him.
Well done to him. I think okay, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. He's got now Keith Moore is Ozzy up ahead. He needs to overtake Ozzy very quickly, and that will basically 5 points. I need to look like 8 points.
8 points.
6 points.
Wow.
What's the point? Never said again 3 points, guys.
3 points,
6
yeah.
points by the end of the
Yeah.
What if the thing reverses? What if like Roy finishes in P4 and Keith finishes in Genesis?
Oh, is he nearly right? That was one car crashing at home, so now he's up to P8 again.
Yeah, he's up.
Yeah, he's
and
up.
I think that must be Nisa Rizky Ramadan, so he's into the wall and going to the wall there for Zam Motorsport. Straight into the wall. Ronald Julie coming down the inside is Chris Chong. Chris Chong, though, Copper champion, is now in the championship. And Roy is there. Hello.
Season 10 champion and Season 9 champion
Yep.
of Copper facing against each other, but now Clint Olive has got P2. This is really good. Going down the inside, going inside.
Clint Olive is actually going to be very smart there. Chris Chong is going up there. Going on the outside is Clint Olive, but it doesn't look like he can get the job done though. What about turn 10? Turn 10 almost does a Lewis Hamilton there, and it actually gets the job done. Pushes. Oh, almost losing it there, going out on turn 10, and look at that. We need to get on board of Roy. Look at that. Turn 9.
Is he in 5th at the moment? I think he's 4th, right?
No,
that's
no,
Nashville.
you failed now. Okay, never mind. I think there must have been National Ashur Nasruddin. Keith Moore. Oh my god.
Ozar is gone.
Ozar is not gone.
Oh
Ozar
no,
is
it's all
not
P14. Oh, whoa,
no.
where is he?
Why is he there?
Sir, that's not Holland, sir.
Okay, that's not Holland. Okay, never mind. Keith Moore. Okay. What if they're coming together with Keith Moore? We gotta focus on the battle between Roy and Nasser Ashraf though. Let's look at the battle ahead though. Clint Olive, Chris Chong, and Ronaldo Julie, Singapore, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Philippines 4 different nationalities in the P5. So it's gonna do wonders for the Nations Cup, but it's also gonna do wonders for Roy Ripper because wait, never mind. He's got Keith Moore right behind him.
Right behind him, yeah.
All right. So if this keeps on going and Roy can't overtake any of them, Roy is going to have a very bad day. And Keith Moore will actually get closer, and by the looks of things, look at that. Knocking on heaven's door goes Keith Moore.
But we know that Roy can be quite feisty sometimes. That bite him in the tongue sometimes. So he just have to keep it calm. Just have to keep it measured, because yes, Keith Moore is right in front of, right behind him. But he does still have the championship lead. So he just has to keep on going. Don't make silly moves. Don't make silly mistakes, and then you should be fine.
Why is Keith Moore getting closer?
Is he?
No, it's not.
It's not. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay lah, never mind. We gotta focus on the numbers anyway. Okay, Roy and Roy Ripper on at the end. Nasruddin run the outside to turn 1, or maybe inside going down to turn 1. Inside. Yes, inside. Okay, Roy moves up into the inside and moves up in position. Maybe or maybe not. So Ashraf using his karting skills into play. FSA Racing has basically taught these boys how to defend. Like their life depends on it, because at the moment their life does depend on it.
It's like the Dutch football team defense at the moment right now. It's doing really well. It's Dutch football team. Yeah,
probably Dutch football team. Unless you have Messi in your opposing team, then well, good luck for you. Roy Ripper still up ahead, still behind Nasruddin, and look at that, Nasruddin, the Malaysian Minister of Defence. Do you need Hishamuddin? No, you don't. You need Nasr Ashraf. For Keith Moore, help is on the way, and help is actually Nasr Ashraf.
It's why is Ozar in P1 at the moment, right?
That's why it's there,
okay, I'm just gonna make sure.
Okay, now my Malaysian Minister of Defence, he's got hello. Alright, boys, what can you serve me? 3 points is a gap, and if you finish it as it stands,
Roy will still win.
Yeah. Roy will still win by a 4 point gap. So, what will Keith do? Keith needs to be very smart about this. Because if you finish in P4, you get 8 points, and if Roy actually stays down, moves down to P6, and doesn't overtake Nasr Ashraf, he's gonna get 5 points, and the championship will be tied. But if you finish in P3, then you get more points, and look at that, Roy moves on the inside, almost pushing off Nasruddin, has pushed on Nasruddin, and Nasr Ashraf will have to protest that. FSA is going to protest that. Their top 2 is running away, but at the moment though, Roy has moved out of position and is now up to P4. And imagine if he actually gets a penalty.
Oh, that will be such a shame, isn't it? Yeah. That is the worst way to lose the championship is by true penalty, not DNF or anything. I think by true penalty is quite a need. But right now, these top 4 and these 4. Wait, it's not top 4. Sorry, my bad. These 4 drivers at the moment. Reynaldo Julie really defending Keith Moore against Nasr Ashraf.
Keith Moore, yes. Alright, Keith, calm down. Calm down, son. I know that the championship is right there, but you know, don't have to like be hasty about it.
Yeah, it has to keep it calm and collected. Be as smooth and collected, mate. You got this, mate. Don't worry. But right now,
he's actually playing the spot.
Yeah, he's really smart move from Keith Moore, trying to get a better exit against Nasr Ashraf Nasruddin. Now using that slipstream, Nasr Ashraf Nasruddin will now trying to defend on the inside. As we can see, Roy Ripper facing against Reynaldo Julie right in front as well. So look at this. Round the outside goes Roy Ripper.
Right around the outside goes Roy. Doesn't look like it. He almost loses the rear door. Reynaldo Julie almost loses it. And look at that. Keith Moore has moved out of position.
They tangled together.
They tangled together as well. Oh! Roy actually moves up. And look at that. Keith Moore is right behind him now. Look at that. We knew that this was going to happen. Turn 4 is going to be the deciding factor. This is what's going to win or lose the championship for these 2 championship protagonists. Look at that. Round the outside goes Keith Moore. And Keith Moore has made the job done. He needs to run away. Run, boy. Just like that Woodkid song, and Keith Moore needs to run away right now. because if he doesn't, Roy is going to pressure him like there's no tomorrow.
Run, Keith, run! It's time to go. Now he has to think about overtaking Ronaldo Julie as quickly as possible. As Squirmy goes Roy Numaripurip at the moment, lost a bit of time in turn 9. So now Keith Moore has kind of a gap now. Chris Chong.
Okay, never mind. We gotta focus on other matches. So this is the battle for first position, ladies and gentlemen. This is the battle for bragging right honors. I like to say that. Okay, Chris Chong in the lead. We have Clint Olive in P2. Then you have Ronaldo Julie in P3. Keith Moore down in P4. Sorry, Keith Moore down in P3. Let's move up position. So there you go. Gotta be 10 points. Oh! Almost collected there. Ronaldo Julie goes Keith Moore, but look at that. He's still staying behind Ronaldo Julie. Going to turn 1. Will Roy dive down the inside? Going down to turn 1. Doesn't look like it. Keith Moore right round the outside. He's going to have the much better.
Round the outside goes Roy.
Round the outside goes Keith Moore.
What a move!
That's the race leader, Chris Chong. What the hell is going on in this race? This is such a calamity. Probably all the stuff happening at the worst possible moments, at the best possible moments. Keith Moore is in P2. He's got Roy right behind him. Not only that, Keith Moore needs to run away. The win is right there. It's 12 points compared to 10. And for Keith Moore, that's it. Run away, boy. Run away. You gotta pressure. You gotta chase the lead. That's the only way for you to win the championship.
Yeah, right now it's only 10 points and 10 points for Roy, 12 points for Keith, which means Keith only. And he's lost it.
Keith Moore almost losing the race. Okay, reset. Going to turn 1. Will that be the deciding factor? Doesn't look like it's going to be another Hamilton moment. But Keith Moore is going to be squarely. He's cooking up those rear tires. Don't do that. You cook up your rears. That's it. You're done. You can't do it anymore.
Calm and compose, man. You got this, man.
Okay.
You have to keep it going.
Young boy Keith Moore versus Ronaldo. Gotta go back to our race only plus Zoom switch. But you got Keith Moore on the slip stream. He dived down the inside a little bit far back though. Okay, this is what I'll do if I'm Keith Moore. You see Clint Olive right there? I am much quicker than him. I am much quicker than Roy as well. Roy doesn't even. What? Okay then, alright, Roy shoots himself up, outbreaks himself, and Keith Moore has moved up. We wanted a fight, you guys wanted a fight, everybody wanted a fight, we get a fight, we got a fight. Roy on Keith Moore, Malaysia versus Philippines, then you got Singapore leading the way. Singapore being the economic powerhouse in Southeast Asia is leading the way, followed by Malaysia and Philippines. So no surprises there, but you know what's the surprise? There's a battle going on, and it's actually for the championship. So imagine if any of this thing happens, we have to stay forward. Clint Olive will run away with the lead though, and Keith Moore doesn't look like he's going to lose the rear again like what he did earlier on just now.
Okay, but you have to realize that, like I said again, Keith only has 12 points. Roy has 10. Therefore, Roy will win by 1 point. He will still win the championship by 1 point. So this is. Keith Moore really needs to chase down Clint Olive and fast because you only got 3 minutes left, mate. There's not a lot of time left, and right now, so far, it's still in Roy's hands at the moment.
It's a bit too far back for Roy though, and at the moment, Keith Moore needs to get closer. At the moment, Roy is still going to win the championship regardless.
Really? By countback?
1 point.
Oh yeah, by 1 point. Okay, that 1 point. I thought it was the. But yeah, right now, Roy Noble lost a bit of time behind Keith Moore down into turn 3. Now Keith is 1.4 seconds behind of Clint Olive, so he doesn't have the slipstream, whereas Roy does. But going down to turn 4, Roy is still keeping calm.
Carry on, Zikri. I'm trying to catch my breath.
I'm trying to catch my breath as well. This is exciting. This is what we expect from bronze. What an immense race at the moment. Race 1 was just a snack. Race 2, this is a whole
feast. This was a supper, man.
At the moment, and he's still got 2 minutes left, and it's still it's not a lot of time left. I don't want this to end. I just want to continue. I want Keith Moore to just chase down Clint Olive at the moment. This is amazing.
It is amazing. Alright then. With minutes. Where is Clint Olive? Now Clint Olive is right up ahead. He's got 2 more laps remaining by the looks of things. Roughly 2 laps remaining?
Yeah, around
Or
there, around
29,
there.
okay, so basically 5. Oh, doesn't look like it. This is the final lap of the race. Alright, then make or break for Keith Moore. Make or break for Keith Moore. Make or break for Roy Ripper. Right round the outside. Right round the inside. Going to turn 1. Roy moving left, right, left, right. Will he actually make the Badaipa right round the outside? Going to turn 1. Doesn't look like it. Keith Moore cut back on Roy. Keith Moore has a much better line there. But look at that. Roy is actually being very smart there. He's got a much better slipstream going down to turn 4. Roy moves left, moves right, whiz right, whiz right. He's going to actually overtake Keith Moore to actually put the nail in the coffin to secure the place in the championship. But look at that, Keith Moore is still staying up ahead. Clint Olive, he needs to make a mistake in order for Keith Moore to win the championship. Remember, 3 points. If these two are tied on points, we are going to have to count and we're going to, well, no championship, no winner is going to be counted until we actually count the entire thing lah. Anyway,
Exciting stuff. And right now, look, Keith Moore is not that far behind of Clint Olive. Does he have enough track space at the moment to chase down Clint Olive? But right now, it's still Roy's championship.
It's that clock. No.
It's that clock.
Oh,
No, it's not clock anymore.
Oh no, it's not clock anymore. Okay, 17, 16, 15. It's gonna be very close.
Oh, it's gonna be very tight, yeah.
Okay, 12, 11. No, okay, then this is it. GG. Okay, never mind. Clint Olive is your race winner, but for the championship, unless it's gonna have a photo finish, Roy Whipper will actually have a dead heat. Clint Olive wins race 2 of the bronze race 2. But Roy Ripper will be your ultimate winner in the bronze category, finishing right behind Keith Moore, and Keith Moore will finish in race 2. Alright, I gotta catch my breath, mate.
I'm out of breath too.
That
is wow. That's more exciting than I thought it would be. Well done. What great drive from both of them. Keith Moore and Roy Rip. They drove so well today. They should be proud of themselves. They really drove to their heart's content. Defended like lions. Drove like after champions. Really well done. Keith Moore, no doubt, is going to improve quite a bit after this. Yes, today, you never know, because alright, we have to remember there's still penalties. Maybe there's other protests that could face against them, so we shall see. But at the moment right now, provisionally, Roy is your champion.
Roy is your champion here, ladies and gentlemen. Roy Ripper. We are looking at championship winner here as it stands. Roy Ripper. So Clint Olive finishes the race in P1 for Australia NZ Racing. Keith Moore in P2, Roy in P3, Jose in P4.
What? Nah. That's
1.2 seconds gap.
right behind him.
Oh, right now, okay Hey, can you breathe?
I
can't.
can't.
You know,
I need my asthma pump right now.
legit
I can't.
Okay. Alright, so quick interview with championship winner. Egg surprise. Right? Oh no.
He reacted like the same as me when I won the championship as well today. Yeah.
Okay, okay, so I think he must have been very surprised here. So Roy Ripper, if you can hear us, I think he can hear us though. He can hear us. Oh yeah, he can. Okay, so Roy Ripper, now from my calculations, if you can hear me, and from my calculations, you have won the championship by
A point.
yeah, almost a point.
Point.
Oh my gosh! Oh my god! Oh, that's so close! Oh my
No,
gosh!
don't take my word
No,
for it yet. Don't take my word
We
for
still
it
go
yet.
practice, yeah.
Don't take my word for it yet. We'll have our
Yeah.
statsmen to do it. But when we have our statsmen to do it, we're gonna have to wait and see. Only then, when we have published the results on Sunday,
Gosh.
then we're going to have to announce the winner right then. And but what's for sure is that a Royal Sangam Plague is on your way. So how you feeling? How you feeling right now?
I have mixed emotions right now. I honestly don't know. From what I've calculated, like we've level-headed from like this last round. So I actually I don't know. Let's just see what happens when the results come out.
Yeah, I think results have to come out as well.
Yeah.
But by 1 point. Raikkonen
By 1
and
point.
Alonso
Oh
and
my
Hamilton 2007.
Yeah.
Championship make or break in Interlagos. Thank you for providing us a very wonderful bronze. I've always loved bronze.
Yes.
Thank you for providing that.
Yeah, there's no
Nice.
problems. It was a very fun experience. Very,
Congratulations,
very
man.
Congratulations.
fun. A very big thanks to Kifmo. Wow, he just leveled up from last season. And, wow.
Yeah.
And I hope to battle him again someday.
Yeah.
Yep. So battle him in silver.
Yeah. Silver class. That both of you guys will be absolutely rocking that class at the moment. So yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I think that's it really. Keith Mo, I think we gotta interview Keith Mo as well. Keith Mo.
Keith Mo.
Ask to unmute Keith Mo. Ah, take my breath away. God damn.
Yeah.
Hi.
I
Hi.
can't,
Yeah.
can't hear. I can't hear that.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, bossa. Kifa. He can hear us. Keith, give us a thumbs up if you're
I
okay.
can't hear you.
You have to wear your headphones. Can
Hello?
you hear us now?
Yeah.
Ah, there you go. I love Keith, man.
Adorable innocent boy. Congratulations for providing a very good race 1 and race 2.
Thank you.
Was there a slight of opportunity that you saw? Maybe you could have overtaken Clint Olive for the race win,
Yeah.
but Roy was right behind your
Yep.
gearbox all the
Yep.
way, right?
And I needed to.
Aw.
Oh.
It's okay.
defend.
Okay. Next time.
You did a good job.
Good job.
Well done, man. Really good job. We're very proud of you. Well done. We'll see you in silver, right?
Yeah.
You did well. You did really good. Well done, man.
Okay.
I love you, man. He answers nice things, nice and simple. You know, it's
He
it's
doesn't
enough.
get the thing. We're like, I can't see him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Oh
headphones.
no, my okay. All you had to do was wear the headphones.
So cute. Ah.
Adorable. Thank you so much, Bronze. Okay, hold on. Let me do my quick calculation here. Hold on. 72 points for Keith Mo. Okay, why don't we go back to a quick commercial break for gold and silver, but when we will be right back, I'm going to come up with the proper standings and hopefully it's actually 1 point. I don't want to recount it.
Let's hope so. Yeah.
Okay, this is eRacing GP. I'm Afin Zikri. Ahmad Akimi. Okay, alright. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break from all our sponsors.
Things to be aware of organizing eRacing Championship without race room. First, no automated leaderboard would always be labor intensive. Elimination round would be the only way to filter the winners. Having the participants adhering to the schedule would be a huge test. We need to know the task will get bigger when participants increases. Time consuming. Organizing eRacing Championship without race room, it's all need run manually to take down the participants and eliminate them from first round group to final round group. Because it is manual human labor, there bound to be human error. Manual human labor would have a price tag for the man-hours involved. New participants would never have chance. The eRacing clubs in the world will send their best racers to participate the race. But that means your championship exposure is just limited to the eRacing clubs. Why choose Race Room? R3E official championship have fully automated leaderboard. Participants can log in anytime to leave the fastest lap time within the qualifying period. Each of the racers already have their ranks with Race Room. Next, save time. You can have unlimited amounts of participants in a super short time to qualifying them to final race. Race Room can cover unlimited amount of participants. We have a full automated esports ecosystem from qualifying leaderboard to broadcast AI. Besides, Race Room's free contents lets everyone can participate to the race.
That was Mozart.
£103 versus 102 points. That's what was separated in the Bronze Championship earlier, and it was actually Roy finishing ahead of Keith by 1 point.
Ooh, that's provisional, of course. Mind you, penalties will still come after this, but we'll get that into that after this. Welcome back to eRGP Season 10 of Global Edition. This is the final round of the season, round 4 here at the Interlagos circuit. My name is Ammo, alongside me is Afiq. And we saw brilliant races from 2 categories. 4 races that produce unpredictable results and crazy action. But here comes the creme de la creme. And the championships are still to be decided here as well. So, without further ado, let's go into that right now.
Without further ado, let's go into that right now. So, Deer.
Yes.
I got a team coordinator named Deer the other day. So, their Ivory region, this is before drop points, 104 points leading the way, and then Yang Ming Chu is 70 points. Yang Ming not here, he's actually racing all the way in Ipoh. But
Well, actually, he's racing in a different sense in Ipoh, of the aquatic type. He's doing a swimming competition, so unfortunately he couldn't be available tonight. But that's actually the prior standings. This is actually, you can see, is in black. Once we go to the drop scores, this is what it looks like after that.
Yep.
And it's actually much closer than what Darren Ivan Region could have actually wanted, because it was about 34 points in front of Yang Mingchu, but it's now just a mere 16. So for the likes of Imran Zuhaili and Danish Arab, who's a complete outsider here, there's still an opportunity for at least two of them to try and catch Darren Navirajan, but you can safely say one hand on the trophy for the Singaporean.
One hand on the trophy for the Singaporean. Anyway, goal standings. Perth Boy in leading the way with by how many points margin is it? 31 points?
Yeah, 31 points in fact, yes. So about as safe as margin as you could think of because that's more than a race win and a fastest lap. So that will be out of Harishami's hands. But again, similar to the drop scores inside the silver class and the rest of the classes as well, this is what it was like afterwards. It's only 14, the separation between the Australian and the Malaysian. So that will be a key thing to point out after this once we get into qualifying. And outside of that, Axonocom, 31 points behind. A bridge too far, you could say. He could still catch Harishami, but he's going to need a very good round. Plus, misfortune to happen to the other two in front. The rest of the field, you can see there, close battle for 4th and 5th between Muhammad Hamdani and Aldo Ray Balagulin. As we can now go back into the action, live here on in practice. About 13 minutes left here, but you might say we're probably gonna skip the session, aren't we?
Of course, we're gonna skip the session. Who's going to wait 30 minutes long for the race to start?
Yeah.
That's not the right way to do
Yes. Yeah, unlike the World Cup, there's been 10 minutes in extra time for the last few matches, of course.
Well, to be fair, I think we're gonna talk a little bit of banter here before we start our final race of the evening, final two races of the evening, and final stream of the year for Global Edition. Well, the reason why the World Cup, apparently from what I read, is that the reason why the World Cup actually has a long additional additional times, long Fergie times, I like to say.
United
because
fans.
Pierluigi Colina.
Yeah, Colin. Yeah.
Bald-headed Italian.
The referee. He's had the referee's commission, yes.
Yeah, he's head of the referees commission. He's the one that enforced saying that okay, we're gonna have to calculate like how many if a team scores at a amount of time, and then they celebrate a amount of time. Like say they celebrate for 2 minutes,
Yeah.
they have to add like extra 2
So-
minutes on top of the additional extra time that they're supposed to.
Yeah, basically it's the rules of the game that they say by IFAB, the International Football Association Board, Association Football Board, that says how much you need to have extra time and etc. etc. The rules change every year, but this is specifically a FIFA-only rule for this particular tournament, isn't it? Just for now, but you never know, it might be implemented into the league game, but I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it.
So I mean, if you do that in the league game, then it's gonna get boring, and that I think for elimination matches, then it'll probably like add up the excitement as well. But at the moment though, I mean, I quite like the way how the whole World Cup is happening.
Yes, we have a bit of a problem there with Harishami falling through the ground, and he's back up again, resurrected like a complete zombie sometimes. You can see that he's quite dead behind the eyes because he did say that he was quite he's working overtime during this Christmas period. Don't know what exactly his job is, but either way, that's the story behind some of the drivers that are coming into this race. We already heard about Yan Ming away for a swimming tournament. Harris is here.
No. Yang Ming's here.
Oh, he's here? Oh, okay. So, amazingly, he is all the way in Ipoh and he's racing.
He is all the way in Ipoh and he is racing. So, good job for Yang Ming Chu, who is actually...
Yeah, he made it.
Yeah, he made it actually. So, congrats to him. We're going to skip forward the session here, ladies and gentlemen. You really think I want to wait that long for the entire thing to go on? No! What we do have is Dodge per win, the first Audi out.
And you can hear that they just plow the throttle. A bit of pit limit in between because the short distance between the pit box and to the start of the, or rather the end of the pit limiter is quite short. So that's why they can start plowing the throttle afterwards. And it looks as though track position is not in Josh's favor either at the moment because he's got 3 Ferraris while him being the only Audi behind. You can remind yourself of that particular meme which we cannot explain here on live on air. You get the idea. He's the only Audi. He's the only Audi among this particular sandwich of Ferraris.
R8 LMS 2019. So this current Audi has been updated 3 times now. The ones that these races are driving are the 2019 updated Audi. So basically there's the R8 LMS. Well, not R8 LMS.
Is the LMS, then the Evo, then the Evo 2.
Yeah, but that was in 2015. Before that, it used to call the Audi R8. something.
LMS Ultra, wasn't it?
R8 LMS Ultra. That was the GTQ variant. And way to tell whether it's the R8 LMS Ultra is that the R8 LMS Ultra had the ugly silver grill at the front and not the black matte black finish on the grill.
Yep. And of course, if you can tell, the Audi Evo 2, which we will be seeing tomorrow for the Endurance Edition, that has a curved wing that goes all the way to behind that actually attaches us up to the spoiler point. But either way, we're on a lap here with Jin Masvilton coming out now to the center S's for the first time, and he's racing for a safe house, of course, because that is also his E1 team. Through the center S's cleanly, and you can actually trail brake a lot through that corner because it's quite late braking, and you can still carry the brake through because of how it's banked. And on the right, that shot just now, that's where the circuit actually leads off into what was the oval section, but now they have closed it off. Coming out to the Desierto del Lago, then the lake descent, which is something I think is familiar with, lakes. He's not happy with that reference, by the way, but it's an insider joke. Then coming up now to 5 and 6, it's actually quite a late apex as well, because you need to actually swing it around and hit the curb on the inside. That is actually the second part of that sequence.
Why do you have to mention about Lake Samo? Taro!
Either way, that's a joke for us to laugh about. Coming out now to Bico de Pato or the Duckbill. This is actually one of the most crucial areas of the track, because if you get it right here, it sets you up quite nicely. Then coming up to Junsao, the final sector of the lap, which takes you all the way to the start-finish line. Another crucial corner here. You do not want to mess it up. Use the esports line. Nope, Jin is not using the esports line. Normally they go through the corrugation. It's using the corrugation on the outside, the runoff area, to actually make the corner wider. And Jin did not use that, so he might have compromised his exit out of Junsao. But here he goes then, up across the start-finish line then, to the pit lane line. Where's he going to be then? He's going to hug to the left-hand side of the circuit and across the line. What will it be? It's a 31.6. Now, where does that compare to the others? He's going straight back to pit lane. There's Josh across the line. No surprises, 0.6 of a second faster and nearly breaking into the 30s, while Harris is 0.8 off. Championship rival not actually having the best of starts to qualifying.
No alarms and no surprises. Well, Josh literally gave us a surprise, right?
Yeah, unless he will hope not to do that in the actual race itself. As you can see, he disappears from view for a second to get onto the keyboard. Looks as though he also places his keyboard onto the floor.
I don't want to know. Anyway, Harry's F3 Shami here. Harry's F3 Shami here is down in P3, and with the emergence of Jin Masvilton and one Nakib Aslan in the leaderboard, who's not in the race here tonight. But Nakib, if you're watching the stream, I'll pay you 2 ringgit to enter the race.
He will actually be perked up by that, knowing how he has actually achieved so much success in sim racing this year. But either way, we still have 2 championships to decide, which is of course for the gold and silver classes. Pretty close as we mentioned earlier. How is it between Josh Perwin, Haris Shami, and Darren Averagen and Imran Zuhaili? So it's about 16 points in silver, 14 points in gold. So Harris must get a buck up here in his final run to actually stand a chance of getting close to Josh Perwin, which he's not doing right now. He's about 1.1 seconds slower in the second sector, so there's no improvement, and he doesn't have enough time to put another lap on the board, Afiq.
Indeed he is, and at the moment Josh Perwin looks like he's done and dusted. Guy looks dead and done. Anyway, silver. Danish Aram is in 1 second behind Josh Perwin. Almost a second behind Josh Perwin. So it's actually a good job by Danish Aram.
Absolutely. And he is 4/10 clear of Sebastian Aria, who's also in an Audi likewise. So Audis and Ferraris, the order of the year, we can safely say order of the season, where those 2 cars have been the cars of choice for gold and silver. And it looks as though only Josh Perwin has managed to make the Audi literally work. It's completely off meta, and he can still challenge it with Ferraris that are, we can say, swear to God, are actually some of the fastest cars in this particular class at the moment, the DTM 2021. But it's a no change at the top, because Josh Perwin clocks in a 31 flat to be ahead of Jin Masvilton, a returning Jin Masvilton, who last raced in the Formula 3 class in silver quite a few seasons ago. Oh, in fact, Darren Averagen has actually topped him. It's now up to second. So Darren takes the final position for silver. So gold leaders and silver leaders are first and second on the first row of the grid, Afiq.
Wow, gold leader. I mean, the Ferrari has much better Torque going into. Hey, by the way, thank you for taking over lead commentary lah. I'm having a sore throat after that calamity race in bronze.
No, it's not just the bronze class, but the copper class as well. And I was watching on the sidelines how insane it was to see the drivers just go at it for one last time for this year in Global. And we're glad to see that there's still a lot of commitment, even though it's the final race of the season. Now then, 40 seconds left to go. Any predictions for the championship, Afiq?
Done and dusted, isn't it? Josh has already won it. Darren Ivan Region with his 2 championship fighters are not in. I think that's it. Championship done.
Well and truly done indeed. So, I'll do the live permutations on the spot as we are now seeing pretty much the second sector, which is actually the point of contention for a lot of the classes, especially in bronze. I saw just now Kingston Tan taking flight. He literally went barrel rolling in the air because of a hit. But let's hope that doesn't happen here. In fact, it will not happen in a GT car because it's much heavier. So then, all the cars on the grid coming up now to the start-finish straight. Josh Bowen on the right-hand side of the road, so he is going to try to dive around the outside to prevent Darren Ivan Rajan from taking the overall lead. And remember, we already had Silver Class winners this year, so Darren will love to actually add his name on the list. As we're now going to go lights out pretty soon, as we are now underway for the final time this season. Race number 1 in round 4 of Global Edition 10. It looks as though Josh Bowen takes a clean line into turn 1, blocks off Darren Ivan Rajan's attack, and for the time being at least, he takes the whole shot and into the lead of the race. Second is Darren Ivan. Third is Masfieldin, who actually is still in front of Hari Zephi. So not much change to the order apart from the fact that Takabuchi Joystick has fallen behind somewhat. But it's a clean start overall with everyone on the on the grid still in the race.
Indeed, it has, and look at that, Josh Bowen is actually flying at the moment. So yeah. All right. Okay, that's the championship run and dusted, I guess.
Yes, but you have to remember there's still a race to be won, and for the time being at least, Josh Bowen has one hand on the trophy, and he will not want to give it up that easily because remember, the 5 times that he's competed so far, including this season, the 5 seasons he has competed, he has never won the championship. The 4 times he came very close. In fact, one of the seasons, I think it was season 5 or 6, where he had to stop on the side of the road to try to get no balance for the final round, which backfired completely because the final round didn't go to his as exactly as planned, but now he has every weapon in his arsenal to actually take it up to the front and take the championship for what could be said was rightfully his.
It is rightfully his, and well, probably at the moment though, it is going to be Josh Bowen leading the way, followed up by Devon Ivan Region. So it's actually not good, I wouldn't say good start for one of them, but Hari Zephi Shami has lost the position to Danish Ashram. So I mean, it's not really a good race given the fatigue that that Hari Zephi is experiencing at the moment.
Yeah, he looks quite tired, isn't he? Because he did say before that we have in our own Discord discussions, he is quite tired. So yeah, working late time overtime late at night, that's just not something you want, isn't it? Because you got an important race coming up. Points are still on the line. And speaking of points, it's 16 now between Harris and Josh Bowen. So if anything dramatic happens to Josh, Harris has to take the opportunity with both hands. Otherwise, that's it. It's pretty much gone from an opportunity for him to have any chance of winning the championship in goal. As Afi is now gesticulating there somewhat, pointing out to Sebastian Aria, who is now attacking the back of Calvin Pau. This is an interesting battle, isn't it, between Ferraris and Audis? This will be a barometer then to see whether or not the Ferraris live up to that torque thing that you mentioned about earlier. Oh, we're actually going further back. That's Yan Ming Chu. Yan Ming has actually fallen way behind Darren Ivan Rajan, fighting with Owen Lee of all people, because Owen is not the one that he should be challenging. The Singapore, well, actually Malaysian, he's challenging right now. It's not the Singaporean that he wants to challenge, which is Darren Ivan Rajan. Oh, Owen dives on the inside big time and takes both of them out.
Oh well, in the Albon livery, nonetheless. One way to kill your.
It's Albon corner, isn't it? That's
Albon corner. Yeah, I'm gonna call it Albon corner from Raw. Yan Ming is actually.
Whoa, he's fighting hard there. Owen dives and goes into the grass and out of shots.
Owen goes to Orlan.
Indeed, your favorite catchphrase, the Orlan one. But Yan Ming Chu survives that particular attack, but he is well away behind. In fact, he's 8 seconds behind the next car, which is Takafuji Joystick, and we should really get his real name one day. Do you know his real name, Afiq?
God knows. Wait, hold on. A quick Google search won't help. Meanwhile, carry forward with the commentary. Yeah?
Yes, carrying forward now. Jim has built an attack in the back of Darren Alvin Rajan. Really seriously considering his position right now because he's a pro class driver. He should really want to take the fight to Darren Alvin Rajan. Likewise, Darren Alvin Rajan is defending quite well here. He's opened the door, coming up to turn 6, and well, actually he made it easy, isn't it? He just literally gave it away because he knows for a fact that it's a gold class driver. He doesn't want to give too much of a fight, and it just basically contradicts what I said earlier. So let's just put it out of the way. I will not mention about that anymore. Jed goes through, but he's 2.2 seconds behind his next main rival, which is Josh Perwin, up the road here for the gold class title. So then, battle brewing then for 3rd and 4th now between Haris Shami and Darren Alvin Rajan. So we need to go to that particular battle, how that's going on right now. Haris has the line, and remember, no DRS, he has to overtake with Slipstream. Coming out now to the center S's. Will it be a center S type maneuver or Schumacher type maneuver, as we can safely say? Yes, he does, but can he get it stopped in time? Oh no, he's actually spun it! He's overcooked it coming into turn 1, and that is a type of maneuver that Pastor Maldonado will be proud of. He actually just spun it coming into turn 1, and Haris Shami then drops what could have been possibly a P3, and now P7 overall.
Oh well, fatigue did kick in for him. Fatigue is kicking in for me too. I've lost my voice in bronze and copper. Now I'm letting everyone do all my commentary. Thank you, Emily.
Yes, thank you. So I can lift you up as well. You're heavy, you're my brother, and all that jazz.
Correct.
Now then, Calvin Powell, 5th place in the Ferrari for GSR Motorsports. He is in the championship right now in P5 behind Danish Aram, incidentally. So that's a very close battle. Remember, it's just 1 point between the both of them. And tell you what, if Calvin Powell does get past, he actually gets up to 4th. So that's all to play for. And nice snazzy trophies for them as well, because Yamping is also not performing well at the moment. He's still P12 overall, and I think P6 in class. So really then, P3 is up for grabs, or rather, even P2 is up for grabs, because Imran Zohaili has unfortunately not made it to the races. So, well and truly fights on then for P2 in silver, despite Darren Alvin Rajan streaking away with it in the grand scheme of things. And Afi's now run out of voice, so let me just continue doing the heavy lifting then. Yes. So, coming up now to turn 1, can Calvin Powell get past Danish Arab? This is it as well, crucially, for either P3 or P2 in the championship. Coming up now to San S's. Nope, no way through just yet, but if he gets his exit out of the San S's right, he can try to get him to Desir de Lago, which will be the next prime overtaking spot. But no, for the time being, Danish Aram has managed to stave off the attack of Calvin Powell, and Calvin then will probably need to look behind, because there's Haris now on his way, charging up to the back of him, overtaking Sebastian Arias. So Haris then, with a championship challenge that has gone completely pear-shaped through unforced errors, trying to carve his way through the field, is now trying his absolute best to try to prevent Josh Perwin's inevitable rise to the top.
Indeed, and now Josh Perwin is you know what? Josh has actually clinched the championship at this point. Let's be honest with ourselves. A 14 point gap. Josh basically needs to be 14 points clear. And at the moment, yes, even though Haris is in P15, so Haris will get 15 points for finishing in 3rd place. One more point, but Josh did qualify on pole. So basically, that allowed him to basically win a championship.
Yep, if you go by permutations, and plus we look at the timing screen right now, Josh, well, it's almost a given, isn't it? He's held the fastest lap of the race. So if he actually clinches that outright by the end of the race, that will be a 27-point deficit, and that's curtains for the Gold Class Championship. That means that Josh has won it. All that promise that he has built up over the last few seasons that he competed, it will be enough for him to take it. But battle's not over yet, because we're looking at Calvin Powell now. He is in between a Ferrari sandwich. Well, given that they are Ferraris, there's basically the impossible meat burger, you know, the triple patty, double down, if you can put it up there. As Haris now is coming out to the back.
You sound hungry.
You can't barely get your words out, can you?
Can't.
Either way, we're looking at Josh Perwin right now, clear away, streaking in front. he has nobody to worry about at the moment, at least. But what somebody has to worry about right now is Calvin Bao. He's got Harishami behind with Danish Aram in front. Danish opens the door. Oh, it's gonna be a touch. Can it be a spin? No! That actually was a half spin for Calvin. He slams to the side of Haris, and mercifully though, everyone escaped that without too much damage. As now, here comes Haris into Bigo de Pato. Takes away 4th place overall from Danish Aram, but it's still P3 in the gold class. So either way, he is not going to win this championship today, Afiq.
Nah, I don't think so. I think it's a bit far-fetched. You know what's not far-fetched though? Josh Berwin. Josh Berwin, look at that.
Yep. We don't have to go. Well, I was going to say we're not going to have to go to him because we can presumably see that he is backing off slightly. But lap time says otherwise. He's still in the 31s. He only driving 31s, and no, Mesvilton's not in the 31s either because he's in the 32. So Josh, fastest lap 31.5. Second, and his time previously was a 31.6. So really, then he's got nothing to worry about. He's still pacing it up in front. As now, Haris then, where is he in relation to Darren Ivan Rajan? About 4 seconds between the Singaporean and the Malaysian, and he's got a train of cars behind. So that battle pack's still on.
That battle pack is still on for every single one of them, and well, for Aris Shami as well. I'm sorry, Emma, I've lost my voice.
Yeah, it's just like Afi can say night to the entire cameras after this. We don't really have to show him anymore because he looks like he's got triple bags on his eyes at the moment. But either way, battle's still on here for P4 between Harishami, Danish Aram, Calvin Pao, and we can include Sebastian Arya into that particular fight because there's not much separating between them. It's about a 2-second deficit from 4th to 7th, and we're talking about overall here because we're not talking about classes. It's different altogether. Haris is a gold driver, Danish, Calvin, and Sebastian are in the silver category, so they are having their own race allied to racing for the overall glory. But at the moment, they're about 4 seconds behind the overall podium, which is currently being held by Darren Ivan Rajan, and Darren, well and truly, is going to be champion in silver as well. So we don't even have to do the permutations anymore. We can throw it out of the window, chuck it to oblivion, and say that the championships are now well and truly settled here, Afiq.
Yeah, well, the championship is now well and truly settled for everyone and myself as well. I sound dead. But yeah, I mean, it's a good thing that the championship is over because it goes to show that these guys are actually really quick in their own respective category. What I am expecting though is for silver to actually be very, very, very much more enjoyable next year. Because we have Keith Moore, Roy, and Chris Chong. Yeah,
Chris Chong, yeah. Because Jose had an absolute stinker over last round in the in both classes that he had today, unfortunately. So
exactly.
So we're gonna see the three of them in the silver class lighting up next season whenever it's gonna come. We'll keep posted on our socials for the next year, of course. But for the time being, nothing much is happening between the battles apart from Calvin Pao, who recovered from that half spin. Luckily didn't take out Harishami. He's still in P6 behind Danish Aram. So in essence, this is actually the battle for the podium in the silver class because Darren leads the way, Danish is in second, and Calvin's in third. So he wants to have a better finishing position because remember, there's still second place in the championship up for grabs because Yaping's having an absolute stink over round, while Imran Zuhaili unfortunately couldn't make it. So really then, this is now a battle for P2 in the championship and getting those nice trophies at the end by Ron Slango. So watch this space. If developments were to happen elsewhere and in this battle, we might see a complete change in the top 5 in the silver class. So across the line for another time here, lap 9 right now. Josh Bowen still 4.5 seconds ahead. His last lap was a 32 flat with Jin Mesvilton nowhere near him in terms of overall pace, but still 2/10 behind. So Josh is just inching away. He's now having to control the pace in front. He looks well and truly calm here. He doesn't have to worry about anybody else apart from him just messing up, Afi.
Josh Berwin, knowing him, he won't really mess up. And, you know, being a Le Mans top 4 finisher in the virtual Le Mans is, you know, something that you must do. You need to be very consistent. Not only you must be very consistent, but you also must be very focused as well. So that's what Josh is. But yeah, I mean, I quite enjoy how Josh has been driving because he's always been very consistent. But, you know, wish that we had Axel Nocom, wish that we had Haris Shami as well in in the championship here tonight to battle it out for P2.
Yeah.
But what's for certain is that Josh Berwin will get a gold Royal Sango trophy in his another gold Royal Sango trophy,
Yeah,
and then Harry Zephyr will get a silver one, and then Axeloka will get a bronze one.
So before that, we go to the coronation of champions here today. We're looking at the battles further behind. John McGregor then battling hard with Mark Voltaire Elman. Elman, of course, we have to remember our heart goes out to him after what happened in the opening round of the season, or rather second round of the season in Buriram, where he got taken out by Hamdani while running a brilliant second. So he'll be absolutely gutted by that. But I guess he's over that by now because he's had a good run of results since then. But yeah, it's a case of what might have been for Elman. In fact, no, that was his best result of the season, which was second in the second Buriram race in Chang. So either way, that's what he can take away from this. Further behind, Owen Lee, all by himself. In fact, he's still fighting with. Is that Yang Ming Chu? Yes, it is.
It is Yang Ming Chu. You know what Yang Ming is doing right now? He's probably like, okay, I don't have anything to do right now, so what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to. Who's that?
That's
John
John
McGregor,
McGregor taking a spin after trying to overtake.
Well,
Mark
your
Voltaire
championship, your coronation lasted very shortly, didn't it?
Yeah, but no, in fact, the coronation is still going on. What were you about to say? What was that last one you were about to say?
I mean, Yang Ming is probably having a field. He's just minding his own business, and as it stands, though.
Yep, he's still going to be maybe second in the championship, but we'll
Yeah.
do our permutations after this. But
Yeah.
for the time being, then, out of Jun Sao, onto the start-finish line goes Josh Perwin then. For one final time, look at that, he's smiling already. I think he knows that he's probably listening to the commentary as well. Across the line then, Josh Perwin, provisionally, is the champion of the gold class. Fist aloft, clenched fist of victory there.
Hey
across
man,
the
he's
line.
got one more point to do. Let's hope Josh gets diced into the leg after this.
Yeah, you can't get rid of that leg left reference, aren't you? Across the line then, behind Harish Shami is Darren Avinrajan, who wins in silver in this race and also provisionally takes the silver championship. So, a lot of happy faces then we are going to see after this. But the donuts come around then for all the drivers that have crossed this first race. But remember, this is still part one. We have part two coming up. The final 15 minutes of this season still to go here. And when they will finish, we will see the end of Global Edition 10 of what could be said was an absolutely banging season with so many good races to choose from. I forgot which one was which, to be honest. Either way then, waiting for the official results to come out. We're looking at Darren Ivan Rajan. Where is Josh Perwin among the smoke here? Yep, he's still doing his donuts. He wants to actually finish off those tires. He doesn't care anymore, doesn't he? He's got the world at his feet. He finally achieves his ambition when he came into the championship this season. He just wants to win it, and he has done exactly that.
Jane Wensleton in P2.
Yep.
Alright, gotta give credit to him.
Great return, of course, because he has not been in the championship for the last season. Of course, he was last year in the Gold Class in Global Edition 9. He fared well there, but now back at it again and back at it onto the second stand of the podium. So he's made the rostrum. Either way, that's a good return for him. Meanwhile, not such a good return for Harish Shami in terms of what he would have wanted to achieve tonight. But a podium nonetheless, and secures P2 in the championship in front of Axel Nocom. So at least he can take that away and just say, yeah, at least I gave it my best.
You did give it your best, no, isn't it? And but yeah, I mean, can't do much now, can you?
Yep. Now then, we're moving on to the second race of the day here and the final race for the entire season. Full stop. Full stop. We're ending it after this.
No,
for
but
this
we
season.
still have
No,
to,
no.
but for you viewers, if you're gonna miss eRacing GP, we're also going to have the Endurance Edition tomorrow, and it's a 12 hours of Spa.
The finale as well is for that one, and the finale next week for the Sprint Edition.
Well, there's a lot of finales in there. Oh well, 3 finales in a week. I love it.
Yep.
Who doesn't?
Well, apart from, I guess, the timekeepers who have to keep up with the championship standings on that particular regard, because there's a lot of calculations to go through after this, especially given the fact that the dramas that we had in the lower classes, plus what's going to happen in Endurance tomorrow, remains to be seen. But either way, we're going to enjoy this one, the final race of the Global Edition season. Global Edition number 10, our decade in the business, proverbially, of course, because it's 10. Now then, Rolling start once again, and look at who's on pole. It's Owen Lee and Yan Ming Chu. So the two drivers who had it like ding dong battles from start to finish are now gonna do it all again, but right up in front. This is gonna be a very interesting one.
This is going to be very interesting. We're gonna have to wait and see. 5 lights will go out on again. 3 MO. Final race of the eRGP Global Edition Season 10 is going to get underway. MO.
Yep, we're gonna wait for the green flag to go out, and when they go out, the final race of the entire season is underway, and this is gonna be a good start for Owen Lee. He holds the whole shot, turn 1, but holds his braking a bit too long there. Takafuji joystick tries to dive one, and guess what? He gains 2 positions after jumping Mark Voltaire, Elman, and Yaming too. Yaming has to take to the grass, or rather the escape road, while further behind there's a big accident there. It looks as though Josh Bowen's involved as well.
Josh Bowen.
With Jin Mansfield.
Oh, I thought Josh Bowen was
Oh,
in
no,
the
exactly. I saw a car just now in the background there, but it's actually Mads Vilton. Yep, Mads Vilton, Darren Iverage involved in that one. And where is Haris Shami? Haris is up to 5th, so he will try to finish his season on a high here. Big accident! Big accident! That is Takafuji joystick into the barriers coming out of the Interlagos.
Oh well. At least something interesting happened tonight for the Silver Class. In race 2 no less, but we're gonna have to wait and see. This is the kind of things that you know is going to happen in
reverse grid races. Yeah, reverse grid races happen to be like that. Look at that! That's actually a dive from Owen Lee. Yan Ming Chu was well averse to that, and guess what? He taps him out. Oh, that's gonna be crazy. Now Harris will try to actually aim for the lead here. All the while, Danish Aram is interested. There goes Owen.
Clock.
Oh, there goes on the inside. Side by side they go, coming out of Junsao. And look at that! Out of all of that, Josh Bowen manages to make it up to P3 overall.
Josh Bowen is literally be like, he's not going out from the silver nor is he? Why would he get out of the silver? Think about it.
Yeah, that would ruin his entire championship coronation. If he wants to end of the season, he wants to end it in a flourish and with a double as we go on board now with Josh. Big boy dive there coming into turn 1. Oh, he's actually taken out by Owen Lee. Oh, luckily he manages to hold it. It's a half spin and recovers now up to P3. Into the side of Danish Aram. It's all kicking off here in the final race of the season.
Well, it looks like he almost killed himself there going into turn 1. Actually did a very good job going to turn 1. It's just that only turned in on Josh by the look of things. So we can't say it right there and then. We're gonna have to wait for the stewards to investigate it.
Yep, as Josh now going into the Interlagos, just goes around the outside of Voltaire Elman, takes away P4. That's why he was saying thank you very much, I'll have plenty of that. And he is now going after Danish Aram. Meanwhile, up in front, Yan Ming Chu tried to look at the dig as Josh there dives to the inside of Danish Aram again. Danish opens the door to give way to a pro driver, in this case a gold driver, Josh Bowen.
Yep, indeed. And now Josh Bowen is actually in P2. Alright, so Yang Ming has given away, and Haris Shami is actually running away.
Well, in fact, what happened to Yan Ming there? He completely gave way to the rest of the field. So, who's that? Because I saw Ferrari going off there, but either way, that's gonna be a clear pathway for Josh Bowen to get up to the back of Haris Shami. We know he has the pace. Last time out, he was the only driver in the 31s. Now he's ready to get onto the back of his championship rival, his chief championship rival for the season, who has not had the best of season finales. But regardless, he gave a good fight, at least until this particular round.
Indeed, it has. And now, by the looks of things, there's a battle going on there between the Jeffrom and John McGregor, and John McGregor is actually still staying ahead.
Yep, and even though in fact he actually overtook Danish Aram, so he will want to retaliate. And look at that, he's going for a dink here as coming up now to the Interlagos. Where is he going to be then? Where is Danish Aram going to try to plot? It's probably not here, but it is going to be coming up to the second sector. No way through just yet, but either way, it's been a good fight here for all the drivers, especially the fact that we had such a dramatic start to the race, to proceedings, where we saw Takafuji Joystick try to dive for the lead, but unfortunately his plan went to complete tatters by smashing the barriers coming out of the Interlagos. So, yeah, it's going to be a bit, tepid from here on out, because they want to actually keep calm and try not to whack each other out here, because there's still, 10 minutes left in the season to go.
10 minutes left. 10 minutes and 30 minutes. 10 minutes and 30 seconds remaining before the end of everything, let's say. And yeah. Thank you so much for all these viewers for tuning into our races. Thank you so much for all the viewers who are actually watching the race at the moment. Yes, Josh Berwin has won the championship and followed up by Darren Ivan Region as well.
Yep. Darren didn't have the best of starts in race 2 though, because he is the champion provisionally, and we can almost also say safely as well, because he is well and truly clear in front of Imran Zahaili and Yan Bing too. So he can take the second race easily compared to what happened in race 1, where he had to win that to assure him of a title. But now he's also like Josh, a driver coming into this particular season hungry for success after being so close in a couple of seasons prior. So really then, it's no less than he deserves, and indeed no less than also Josh deserves, after what was a commanding display of racecraft and championship management going up to that point. So for Darren and Josh, it's well truly a deserving title for both of them, I think.
Yep, indeed. And now, coronation for them. Well, not that's the marriage song, isn't it?
No, it's a Zadok the Priest. You know, the one where they
Yeah.
it's the Champions League song.
Yeah.
Yes, we cannot play that. We might get copyright strikes. But if you know what Zadok the Priest and the coronation of the King and the Queen in the UK, that's what they play when they do that. But Josh Bowen then has been coronated. Now this is just his victory race. While meanwhile, further behind, in fact, it's actually a really interesting battle here between 3 drivers ready. In fact, 4 drivers included. It's Yan Ming 2 with Mark Votelman, John McGregor, and Danish Arab. Ferraris, 3 Ferraris versus 1 BMW, as Elman does a big boy dive around the inside, coming onto the center S's, which allows the door to open for John McGregor around the outside, but he quickly found out the door was going to close very soon, and he couldn't get by that time. But it's an interesting battle at least. Now we have something to talk about to end the season, I think.
Yeah, we do have something to talk about. Yes, Volta Eamon is actually right around the outside goes John McGregor. He looks like he can get the job done, almost as a Verstappen on Hamilton there, and John McGregor has lost the position there. The Beamer is actually one of the most difficult cars to control, Emma.
Yeah, but it was the most OP car all the way back in season 1 of Global Edition, way back when, at the start of the pandemic. It seems like eons ago now, but it's not the car that's actually in favor or in chic right now, because that's the Ferraris. And look at that. They're swarming all over this leaderboard. You can see that at least 3/4 of the field all run the same car. So the Ferraris are the must-have for the season, and in the very first season of eligibility as well, after being uploaded into the game about a few months ago. So really then, it's proving to be quite an enjoyable battle and drive for the drivers, as something happened to Owen Lee. Oh, in fact, he has actually spun around, so just typical Owen Lee things, I guess.
Oh. And yeah, I mean, for these races here tonight, they just want to end the season on the high. They just want to pick up the position, because there is still a fight. There is still a trophy to be picked up from Royal Selangor we don't have the top. We don't have the guy in P3 in the channel. We don't have Axel Nocom in the race. That's the issue. Otherwise, we will have like a much closer fight between him, Hamdani, and Aldebaran Gulen.
Yeah, that would be another interesting battle for that particular championship. But either way, we still at least have a race to look out for, and that's Danish Aram fighting the back of Mark Votelman. And Elman then tried to have a little bit of a dig coming to the seat of the Lago, trying to overtake Yan Ming too. Yan Ming hasn't had the best of rounds. He was actually having a hammer and tongs battle in race 1 with Owen Lee, of all people. He didn't really want to battle him. He wanted to battle with Darren Ivan Rajan in first place in the silver class, but that's not to be, and he is now having to battle hard here to maintain second in the championship, because the likes of Hotel Elman, Danish Aram, Calvin Powell, and even Sebastian Aria, if he has an opportunity, a bit of a half chance to get onto the back of him. So really then, Yan Ming here is trying to his level best to just maintain second place in the championship and get himself another nice trophy.
Yep. It's always nice to have trophies, especially from Royal Selangor, let's be honest. I mean, we had the press conference with Royal Selangor the other day. I mean, the trophies and the beautiful work that Royal Selangor does is actually remarkable, and for these races, and some of these drivers to actually get the trophies here tonight would have been very spectacular.
Indeed, after a whole season of effort, as Elman tries another big boy dive here, coming to turn 1, and he forces Yamming into a half spin. They collided. Danish Arab takes 2 for 1. What a brilliant move there from Danish Arab. He paced it well. Volta Elman and Yamming Chu couldn't play their cards right. Now they're going side by side here onto the straight, coming out to the Interlagos. Who's going to blink first? Yamming's around the outside. That is sometimes an advantage to be there, but Elman holds his line on the inside, takes away P4, or rather Stacey P4, because he wanted to take away P3 at first. But now he had to defend away from 5th place, Yamming 2. That was an intriguing battle for that particular position. But Danish Arab says, thank you very much. I'll have plenty of that. I'll just take away from both of you.
Yep. Well, at least we're having a much better closure to the Global Edition Season 10 tonight.
Yeah, indeed. We were expecting the races to be closer and the championship to be even closer, but it didn't turn out that way because the dominance of certain drivers have prevented that. But at least now we get to close off the season on an absolute high because we still have plenty of good races along the way. In fact, take nothing away as well. First and second are still close. 1.3 seconds between Josh Bowen and Hari Shami, with the fastest lap still being held by Josh Bowen. In fact, he just set yet another one, a 31.6. Harris that time around was a 32.3. So 7/10 of a second between first and second, with second place being faster than the two. So we'll keep an eye out on that battle as it develops. While we're watching here, this particular ding-dong battle between 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and even, all the way up to 7th. Jin Masvilton recovering after being taken out in turn 1.
Yep. I mean, for Jin Masvilton to actually come back in this position, I mean, it's really remarkable considering the fact that, yes, that collision did brought him back all the way down, and there was much bigger contact there going to turn 1 in lap 1. So Jin did a really good job in recovering from the incident.
Oh, look at that. Yan Ming actually is monstering the back of Volta Elman. Loses it after actually thinking left and right. I think his tires are calling it quits. Remember last time in Acid, he actually had to retire because of suspension failure. Oh! Volta Elman loses it. Yan Ming actually picks up positions. Picks up a position. Jin is involved as well. I was about to say, Yan Ming had a suspension failure. That's why he actually had to retire as opposed to a puncture. And he ran out of fuel. So he will be praying that he doesn't have the same fate this time. But Volta Elman with an absolutely uncharacteristic mistake coming into turn number 7. He just lost it there, and that opened up the rest of the field to go through, with Yan Ming up now to P4 in front of Jin Masvilton. Masvilton then, no doubt, the faster of the 2 drivers.
Yep. And now, Masvilton being faster than the 2 drivers with a couple of minutes remaining. Jin Masvilton looks like he's going to make a move down the inside. Going to turn 1, and he's going to make the jobs. He's going to make the move stick, but the other Ferrari, we have the outside line going to turn 1. Look, doesn't look like it. So Jin actually moves out to P4. Nice.
Indeed he has, and he will be 3rd in the gold class. So at least he gets to sign off the season with yet another podium. So double podium for him, which is more than he could have wished for in previous seasons where it was quite hard to come by for him. Now, battle up in front is about 2nd in it, but we'll still be focusing on this particular one because it's still quite close, as Darren Ivan Rajan will try to find out to overtake Mark Volta Elman, who made an unfortunate mistake that opened the door for about 3 drivers to go through. So, really then, that's an exciting way to end the season despite the championships being a bit of a damp squib either way. But now we focus up in front. This is where it's going to be make or break here. In fact, it is quite much closer than I expected visually, because according to the gas it's by 8/10, but it looks as though it's less than 8/10 coming into the final lap of the entire season. So will Josh go for broke here and try to take a double, or will Harris hold on for a victory that he would feel that's just a small consolation in the grand scheme of things?
With fatigueness kicking in for Haris Shami, I think it's going to be very difficult for him to actually stay ahead of Josh Bowen, but knowing how quick Josh Bowen is, probably going to win the race anyway.
Last time out, 2/10 in it. 31.9 for Harris, 31.7 for Josh Bowen. He's taken another 2/10 here coming into the final lap, and it looks as though Harris may be picking up the pace slightly because Josh is coming in at a rate of knots. Very fast then, so you wouldn't want to bet against Josh Bowen to actually not do this overtake. He would love to end the season with another podium, with another win.
Yep, indeed.
Oh, he goes
Oh,
wide,
he goes
Verstappen
wide.
style. He
Being
went
a,
wide.
Being a Verstappen fan himself, isn't it?
Indeed, it's quite fitting, isn't it, that he is a Verstappen fan, so he went to do the Verstappen line, opening up the Interlagos bigger than it should have been actually laid down on the road. He goes up now to turn 6. Where's he going to try to take Harris? He will probably have one last opportunity because there's no way through just about yet, because, remember, there's only one overtaking spot left, and that's coming out of Jun Sao, and that's it. That will be the end of his chance of trying to overtake Haris Shami. So Haris then holds on for grim death and manages to hold on to it, but it's slimmest of margins here. Coming out of Jun Sao for the final time this race, and indeed this season. Haris Shami then will take the win in gold for the last time, but it will be not enough to prevent Josh Perwin from winning the championship. Then the Malaysian screams for home now. Across the line, Haris wins, Josh second, and Jin Mesvelton will be third in the gold class. So that's one way to end the season. And an emphatic victory, but one race too late.
One race too late. One race too late or one lap too late for
No,
Josh Perwin?
one race too late for Haris to actually claim the title away from Josh because he had such a brilliant first race. But either way, a lot of drivers are doing donuts across the line, and that's actually quite a close finish between Voter Elman and Darren Ivan Rajan by just 2,000ths of a second, I think, across the line 200s. But that's actually the formalities out of the way. Now we can just get to the interviews, and for the final time this season, we will interview the drivers who won races, and in this case, we'll go to race number 2 winner, Haris Shami. Haris, can you hear us?
Now you can.
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
All right.
So, congratulations, winning race 2. You look fatigued. You look really fatigued. And I mean, finishing the race in P1 for the final race of the season. How do you feel?
It was a really little bit frustrating though, but tried to redeem based on the first race though. So, but it's okay. It's considered as consolation win. Was fighting for championship with Josh. So it was a little bit of questioning my consistency on driving in here. So cannot make any excuse though. So I think a lack of make it really very big key for fighting for championship. But we'll have come back stronger for the next season.
Yep, come back stronger indeed. And good luck for next season. Thank you so
Right,
much for racing with us.
Right, thank you.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to interview the guy in, who won the whole thing now, isn't it? Where's Mr. Aussie?
Owen. Mr. Perf, Mr. Awesome, and he gives us a bit of a wink there before he comes on camera.
Aussie Man Talks.
Yes. Oh, that YouTube channel can get anyone in tears. So, Mr. Josh Perwin, eRGP champion in Global Edition for the first time ever. How does that ring to you?
Took too long, but yeah, happy to get the championship finally after 3 seasons of trying. This is my 4th season of trying, so cool.
Oh, we thought it was 5 seasons because you did have a few seasons where you came close quite a few times, but at least now you've finally broken that particular duck, have you?
Yeah, pretty happy. I mean, this last race was probably the biggest challenge of all, the biggest difference, I think, between the Ferrari and Audi we've had all season. I was quite worried heading into this race, especially, you know, Jin Musby had no ballast, 6S ballast.
Oh,
We lost Josh.
I think we lost Josh for a second.
Or anything, so had to send it a little bit.
We lost Josh
Hello?
again.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Oh,
Oh, internet problems right at
no.
Well, luckily that the internet problems happened after the race has finished, Josh. So you can count your chickens lucky on that one.
All right.
Cool.
Can you say again? How long have you been living in Malaysia, Josh?
4 months now.
Okay, 4 months. Do you know any Malay words?
Not ones I should say on broadcast.
No. The ones
I should say the ones that you taught me.
Yes, exactly. So why don't you say them out?
Well, in this case, Josh Bolay, right?
Josh Bolay.
Belay.
Yeah, Bolay. All right. Good luck, Josh, and thank you so much for joining us. A long time coming.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
thank you.
congratulations as well, all round for such a brilliantly strong season.
Congrats, Josh.
Yeah, thank you, Harris. Yeah, cheers, guys.
He was still live, so he could hear us the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
It was
And
really.
Now I think we're gonna have to interview. We're going to have to interview.
Darren Ivan.
Darren Ivan Rachan. pasang headphone.
Yes, he turns on his headphones. Now we can finally put him on camera and look at
Hello?
that lovely hair of his.
He looks like one of our office
Hey!
workers.
Hello. Can you
Okay,
hear
I
me?
can imagine that. But Darren, congratulations at last. After a few seasons of trying, you finally claimed the title.
Yeah, like I have no words to say. It's been too long. I came close in Global Edition 6 against Juncheng. Really close, and took me another 4 more seasons to finally get a win. Finally stand on the top spot, so it's really good. Really happy for me.
Either way, you might say that psycho, isn't it? Because finally at last, there you gotten that one onto the mantelpiece and another trophy, and a trophy actually waiting for you in a couple of months' time.
Yeah, so good race between Ming Chu and Danish, and I hope to race with them in the next season as well.
Yep, and we'll be wait for you to drive in gold because now it's time to step up to the challenge, isn't it? Because you've been driving well in silver. It's just that it's been a couple of near misses. How do you rate yourself for that particular challenge after this?
I think there's a lot for me to improve, especially if I'm going up to face the Go drivers as well. I'll do my best to spend more time on the sim and maybe improve my racecraft, most importantly.
Yep, and luckily for your racecraft in this particular instance, we saw the best of you in this one. So hopefully we can carry on for that. And once again, congratulations, Darren. So
Thank
we'll
you.
see you in the future editions of Global Edition. Yep, cheers for that.
What are you gonna do tomorrow, Emo?
Well, we're gonna do endurance for sure.
We're gonna do endurance for sure. So don't go anywhere. I mean, you can go somewhere. You can sleep, have dinner, have supper, watch the World Cup match between Argentina and
Netherlands.
Netherlands, and that's about it really. But
Yep.
to you viewers, thank you so much for tuning in. To all 4 seasons, sorry, to all 10 seasons of ERGP Global Edition. And thank you so much for sticking to all 4 classes here tonight. My name's Afiq, alongside Miss Amo. Thank you to Zikri Hakimi as well.
And of course, finally, a word for our sponsors:
and-
Axel, Life,
Royal
Royal Slango for
Slango.
the trophies, X-Park for the facilities, and of course, Race Room for being very wonderful partners who have actually stuck with us with the whole time we've been doing Global Edition for 10 seasons. But we have to bid adieu for now, and we'll wait until next season comes. But for now, it's goodbye, and we'll see you later.